New Hind will be bowling in this afternoon fixture of the Maharashtra Champions League. We have the players on the field. New Hind are setting up their field. And here comes the openers from Regal Cricket Club. The tournament so far has gone in a superb manner. A look at the best bowlers from the matches so far. We have Vaibhav Mari, who's picked up 7 wickets in just 3 matches, followed by Suyash Desai with 6 wickets in 3 games. BD Shinde and Kabir are tied at 3rd place with 5 wickets each, and Pratik at 5th position with 4 wickets. And now a look at the best batsman from the Maharashtra Champions League. Vishwajit Garud, 142 runs in just 3 matches from Maharashtra Mahajanko. He's well ahead of his competitors. Aditya Rawat at 2nd place with 105 runs. A huge difference between the first and the second batsman, 37 runs. After that, all of them are close behind, not a huge difference. And the field is ready for the 8th match of the Maharashtra Champions League between Regal Cricket Club and New Hind. Regal Cricket Club won the toss and chose to bat first. This was the 6th toss in which the captain chose to bat first. Out of the 5 previous tosses, only once was the target chased. This has been a ground where chasing has been preferred, but still the captains keep choosing to bat first and lose matches. Let's see if the story will be different this time. 7 complete matches so far, and out of those 7 matches, 6 matches were chased successfully. And this time, after winning the toss, Regal Cricket have elected to defend the target. Looks like a controversial decision, but we will get to know soon in a couple of hours. First ball of the day, short delivery, finds the gap between gully and slip over to 3rd man, and it's Harsh from Regal Cricket who starts off the scoring with a single on the very first delivery. That's good intentful batting. Saif has been handed over the new ball from one end. He will be bowling to Shubham, who will be facing his first delivery as well. Straight batted shot towards mid-on, and Shubham starts off his innings with a dot ball. It's the power play. 2 fielders allowed on the boundary only, and the 2 fielders are 3rd man and square leg. All the other fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Saif bowling to Shubham. Square leg and 3rd man on the boundary. Finds the gap. Gully is chasing it and will stop it in the end. That was a good effort by the fielder. And the batsman slips. There is an appeal for run out, and it has gone upstairs. The batsman tripped near the crease, had to rush back, and the fielder has dislodged the bails. Would be a very unfortunate dismissal if he's found outside the crease. The bad luck of tripping while taking the run. He took the run safely and tripped, unfortunately. Waiting for the decision from the TV umpire now. We'll be back with the decision soon. And the decision from the TV umpire is not out. Will not be the first breakthrough for New Hind Cricket. Puts back Harsh back on strike. Ooh, that was a nasty short delivery. Outstanding fast bowling. Short delivery was fast. Real raw pace. And Shubham had no idea how to play that one. Another short delivery. Safe keeping Shubham on his toes. Not giving him room at all. That's glorious fast bowling. Reminds me of the West Indies bowling in the 1980s. The ball just going near the ears of the batsman. Dangerous looking bouncers, no helmets. Scary times. Last ball of the over coming up safe to Shubham. And this time he gets it straight into the hands of the fielder. And first wicket falls for RCC and it's safe with the breakthrough in the very first over of the match. It's Shubham who will have to walk back. An unfortunate dismissal. He set him up perfectly. 2 dot balls before this. Short delivery. Hit it well. But straight to the fielder inside the circle. The gully fielder making no mistake. Had to take a couple of steps to his right. Reached under the ball and completed the catch successfully. Gully fielder making no mistake. Shubham walks back for 2. And after first over, RCC are 3 for 1. ऐक ना. And after the dismissal of Shubham, Shubham walks in at number 3 for Regal Cricket. He'll be facing Shiv Tej. Shiv Tej has been given the new ball from the other end. The previous over, just 3 runs and a wicket on the last ball. Regal Cricket now under pressure. Makes contact, hits him on the thigh pad. Appeal for an LBW. Umpire says no. A good start to the over for Shiv Tej. Same fielding combination has been continued from the previous over. No slip this time, but third man and square leg are on the boundary. This time cut away back foot punch and straight into the hands of the fielder. Another unfortunate dismissal into the same position. And both the openers are now dismissed in the very second over of the match. It was a good back foot punch, but once again caught at gully. 2 wickets, both of them being caught at gully. Now Regal Cricket down 3 for 2 in the very second over. Harsh Salunke walks back for 1. The score 3 for 2 is never a pleasant sign for the batting team. Looks like a football score 3-2. Must be under pressure. I think the captain and the leadership should have continued with the pattern of chasing the target. Chasing has been proven successful so far. Out of the 7 matches, 6 matches have seen chasing to be advantageous. Nirdesh walks in at number 4. He's walked in at a very tricky junction in the match. His team is in trouble, is in deep waters. He needs to steady the ship, needs to play a responsible innings. Too much pressure on his shoulders now. And starts off with a leave. Makes no attempt to hit that. Same field setting. No change in that. Square leg and third man on the boundary. Shiv continuing with his hard length. And this time defends it, looking for a quick single, and will get there. The slip fielder not making the throw. And that's the first run of the over. Nirdesh is now off the mark. Puts back his partner Shubham on strike. Shubham hasn't faced a delivery yet. Will be interesting to see how it goes. Regal Cricket won the toss, chose to bat. Surprising decision, as in the previous 7 matches, only once was the target defended. 6 matches have ended well for the chasing team, but this time Regal Cricket not choosing to chase, but choosing to bat first. The average first innings total after the previous match, which was a low scoring match, stands at 138. And Regal Cricket already down 2 wickets in the second over itself. Will be a challenge from here to take their team forward. A lot of pressure on Nirdesh and Shubham to take their team out of this situation. Need to put a big partnership. Third man and square leg are on the boundary. Same field setting as before. Puts bat, but straight to the bowler. Will be a dot ball for Shubham. Scoring runs not the priority right now. They need to build a partnership. Stay on the crease for some time. Stop the wicket flow. They can score runs in the latter overs as well. Last ball of the over. Shivtej to Shubham and misses it. No outside edge and a dot ball to end the over. After 2 overs, Regal Cricket are 4 for 2. Saif continuing from that end. He picked up the first wicket caught at gully and is continuing now. Same field setting, third man and square leg on the boundary. On the leg side is hit it towards mid wicket. Square leg will stop that and a single to start off the over for Nirdesh. And Shubham comes back on strike. Shubham not yet off the mark. Has faced 2 deliveries. Hasn't scored a run off the bat. They need to stay on the pitch. Need to build a partnership.
आणि पॉवर प्लेची षटकं म्हटली तर फलंदाजांकरता ती एक बाजू असते की जिथे फलंदाज मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये धावा जमवू शकतात, परंतु या ठिकाणी आपण पाहिलंय तर गोलंदाजांचं वर्चस्व अगदी चांगल्या पद्धतीने पाहायला मिळाले या पहिल्या 2 ओव्हर्समध्ये.
This time he defends on the leg side. Shubham wanted the single, but Nirdesh thought it was too risky. Will be a dot ball. Shubham not off the mark yet. He has the liberty to take things slow.
सुंदर अशी क्रिकेट स्पर्धा आपल्याला पाहायला मिळते. लेदर बॉल त्यानंतर IPL देखील आपल्याला निश्चितपणे पाहायला मिळेल. इंडियन प्रीमियर लीग 2008 पासून सुरुवात झाली आणि त्यानंतर देशामध्ये आपण पाहतो अनेक मोठमोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये ही क्रिकेट स्पर्धा या आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात.
Lefty batsman facing. This time finds the edge and goes towards square leg. Takes another single. The lefty righty combination between Nirdesh and Shubham seems to be working well. Nirdesh is the right handed batsman. They have to make field changes after each time the strike is changed. Third man and square leg again at the boundary. Long on and long off for clear. All he needs to do is clear the infield. In the air, was in the air, but short mid wicket stops it. A dot ball after the single. And in the air and caught again. Nirdesh will have to walk back, and it's the third wicket for Regal Cricket. Saif picks up his second wicket of the day. Another catch taken on the offside, and Regal Cricket now collapsing like a pack of cards, losing 1 wicket per over so far. That has been the pattern. Let's have a look at that again. Right arm pacer, short delivery, another punch on the back foot and straight into the man at extra cover. Made no mistake with the catch. Great reflexes, and the Eagle Cricket are now 6 for 3. Jai walks in at number 5. He's the number 5 batsman for Regal Cricket, and he's walked in the third over of the match. You can see from this how good the New Hind bowling has been. They've brought the number 5 batsman on the pitch in the third over. Last ball of the over, Jai facing the informed Saif, who stayed low this time. Keeper has missed it. They will get 4 runs. Buys signal by the umpire. Lucky runs for Regal Cricket. A boundary to end the over. Regal Cricket are 10 for 3 after 3 overs. Shivtej continuing from his end, bowling to Shubham. Ooh, great delivery, missed the outside edge, straight to the keeper.
रणनीतिगत रोल आपण पाहिला तर रीगल सिटी या संघानं जिंकला होता प्रथम फलंदाजी करण्याचा निर्णय स्वीकारला परंतु कुठेतरी तो निर्णय चुकलाय का असंच म्हणावं लागेल कारण की गोलंदाजी जर आपण पाहतोय तर अगदी उत्तम
Lefty
पद्धतीने
batsman and hits it hard. Will get 4. That was a superbly timed shot, and the ball went towards the boundary like a rocket. Much needed boundary for Regal Cricket. It's the power play, and they need to hit more of these boundaries.
तंत्रशुद्ध फटका टेक्निक जर आपण पाहिलं योग्य पद्धतीने साध्य केलं
Third man
तर
and
मिड पोझिशन
square leg
योग्य पद्धतीने
are on the
सुंदर
boundary.
हिटिंग 4 धावा म्हणजे पाहायला आणि या 4 धावांच्या मदतीने
No one
नवनिर्मिती आपण जर
at
पाहतोय तर धाव फलकावर
fine leg,
पोहोचलेले
long on, long off.
14 धावा
Everything
ऑन
is
ऑन दी
open.
बोर्ड
Huge scope for scoring runs over there. This time again, ooh, was a chance, was an opportunity. Could have been an outstanding diving catch, but Shubham gets another boundary. Stunning cover drive by Shubham.
जो स्ट्रॉंग झोन आहे आणि त्या स्ट्रॉंग झोन वरती मात्र काम करत असताना अप्रतिम
A look at that replay again. Right arm pacer bowling to the lefty, Was in the air for a brief time. He tried dived to take that catch, but was a very difficult one. Full marks for the effort will be consecutive boundaries for Shubham.
क्लास फटकेबाजी शुभमच्या माध्यमातून पाहायला मिळते. लागोपाठ 2 बॉलवरती
Looks like Regal
शतक
Cricket
मारण्याचा
are
पाऊल
recovering.
संघटनापणाचा पाहतोय.
They have the
दुसऱ्या
capability.
षटकामध्ये
Shubham
झालेली आहे
can
धाव
play a responsible knock,
11 धावा 18 रन्स
protect
ऑलरेडी.
his wicket, take his team to a safe place. Ooh, short
मात्र
delivery and
षटकामध्ये
finds the
यश
gap, but straight to third man. Third
षटकामध्ये
man is
3
present,
दुसऱ्या चेंडूचे आहे.
and Shubham will
तेव्हा
take the single to put
षटकात
his
दोन
partner
चेंडूंची
Jay
ही एक जण इथे पाहायला मिळाली आहे. फक्त 2
on
बॉलवरती 2
strike.
चौकार आले. त्यानंतर कुठेतरी संयम
Jay on zero on the leg side in swinger, and Jay is now off the mark. Takes the single to put Shiv Tej on strike. Has been a good over. 10 runs already. Shubham playing well. Shubham needs to keep playing well. Needs to possibly play till the end to take his team to a better complete score in after 20 overs. Just opens the bat to take a single. A last ball, a single on the last ball for Shubham, and after 4 overs, Regal Cricket are 21 for 3. And the ball has been given to Raunak now. Time for some spin bowling. Interesting field setting. The captain has set a slip fielder, right arm spinner, and finds the catch on the very first delivery to the slip. Outstanding from Raunak, the man with the golden arm, picking up the wicket on the very first delivery to the slip fielder, and it's Shubham who'll have to walk back. And nothing going right for Regal Cricket Club as they've lost their fourth wicket in the fifth over. Looking very gloomy right now for Regal Cricket. I just spoke about the unique field setting, the decision of setting the slip fielder for the right arm spinner, and he's picked up a wicket on the very first delivery. The umpire giving the decision quickly, wasting no time. The previous overs, the fielders were third man and square leg. This time they have made a change to the field.
योग्य पद्धतीने पार पाडत असताना आपल्याला दिसत आहेत. कमालीची गोलंदाजी 4 विकेट साध्य झाले आतापर्यंत.
Rohin is the man at number 6. He's batting at number 6 for Regal
ओबीची
Cricket.
नव्यानं दाखल झालेत क्रीजवर.
Another lefty batsman. Mid wicket and long off are on the boundary. And starts off with the defense. He's looking for a single.
भाग पडलं
He'll
होतं
have to
आणि
rush,
अनेक
and
चेंडूंमध्ये
the
त्याचं पाऊल
fielder misses the
पाऊल
throw.
पहिल्या चेंडूवरती
Rohin Sheikh
व्यवस्थित झाला आणि
gets
त्याच्यानंतर
off the
आपल्याला
mark
पाहायला
on
मिळालं
the very
की
first
पण
delivery.
अर्थातच इथे सिंगल जी आहे ती पाहायला मिळाली आहे आणि या एका धावेच्या मदतीने धावसंख्या आपण आता पाहतोय तर धाव फलकावरती झालेली आहे 22 धावा.
We keep talking about how they need to
इथे
build a
आपल्याला कौतुक
partnership,
करावं लागेल गोलंदाजांचं
but
अप्रतिम गोलंदाजी प्रत्येक गोलंदाजांनी केली
they are
आहे.
just
आताच आपण पाहिलं आपल्या पद्धतीने दोन षटकं
losing
हाताळली
wickets
विकेट
at
सोडलेल्या त्यानंतर
intervals.
पाटीलनं देखील कमालीची गोलंदाजी केली आहे. या दोन गोलंदाजांच्या पावलावरती पाऊल ठेवत रोहन शिंदे अगदी
Takes a
सुंदर
single
असे
on the
गोलंदाजी
leg
आतापर्यंत
side.
हाताळताना रोहन दिसत आहेत. बॉडी लँग्वेज आपण पाहतोय तो पॉझिटिव्ह इंटेन्सिटी गोलंदाजी करताना प्रत्येक गोलंदाज आपल्याला दिसत आहेत.
Ooh, was there an outside edge? No, says the umpire.
बरोबर केला होता थोडासा टर्न देखील या ठिकाणी पाहायला
Superb
मिळाला.
bowling
दोन्ही
by
बाजूंनी
Raunak.
डिफेन्स करण्याच्या मूडमध्ये होते परंतु बॅट्समन
Long
मात्र
off
स्वतःचं काम
and
करत
mid
होते.
wicket on the boundary. High up in the air, that will go for six. That's the first maximum of the day.
अगदी स्ट्रेटच्या दिशेने
And it's from Rohin's bat.
षटकार
A
6 धावा.
stunning six down the ground by Rohin. And it's Raunak now who's under pressure. That was a glorious shot. Let's have a look at that again. A slightly fuller delivery played with a straight bat over long on.
6 धावांची मोहर
And he
उठवली होती.
gets 6 runs.
षटकाराने
He deserved 6 runs for that stunning shot. Last ball of the over. And he defends it on the offside. Wanted a single. Jay said no. And after 5 overs, Rising Cricket are 29 for 4. Last over of the power play coming up. And high up in the air, fielder running backwards, one bounce into the fence. Jay gets a flying start to the over, aerial boundary to start off the over. And looks like Regal Cricket are changing gears now. Superb shot on the offside, inside out shot. The fielder inside the circle was running backwards to stop it, but there was no stopping that one. We are into the last over of the power play. Ooh, short delivery this time. And he's missed out on that one. Square leg and third man. The original combination of fielders is back. After the end of this over, these restrictions won't be existing anymore. High up in the air, but will land short. I think Gully should have gone for that. There was a chance, was too far for the third man fielder to take that. Maybe Gully should have attempted that. And he leaves it this time. A tricky length to counter, and Rohin taking no risks. Short delivery again, but this
तर
was
मात्र आपण पाहिलं तर
too
कुठेतरी
far
बॅटिंग
from the
करायचं
off stump.
त्यावेळी चेंडू जर आपण पाहतोय तर कुठेतरी बाहेर जातो
And
परंतु
Sagar will have
चेंडू
to
मात्र
bowl
अगदी
that one again.
झाल्याने
An
वीस
extra
रन
run added
शेती आहे
to
रेकॉर्डची धावसंख्या जर आपण
Regal
पाहतोय
Cricket's
तर ती
total.
आहे 35 फर्स्ट रन
And he,
तर
I
मात्र
think he got something on that.
ती बीट होते चेंडूला चांगला चेंडू होता त्याला खेळण्याचा
It was
प्रयत्न
a
देखील
very
केला
good
होता
delivery.
परंतु बॅट आणि बॉलचा हवा तसा संपर्क झाला नाहीये त्याच्या ग्लोव्हजला मात्र पाठिंबा दिली गेली
6 runs from the over so far. Last ball of the over. Rohin to Sagar.
चांगल्या पद्धतीने हाताळले सागरने
Short delivery again.
वा
That's
कमालीची बॉलिंग सागरची
stunning
बॉलिंग
bowling from
कामाकरता
Sagar.
पवित्र जातं परंतु
And the
कामाची
power
गरज
play is over, and Regal Cricket are
आउट झाले
35 for
एकाच ओव्हर
4
आपण पाहतोय का
after
झालेली आहे
6
परंतु
overs.
6 षटकांचा खेळ पूर्ण
A look at the story so far. The bowlers, Ronak and Saif, have been completely dominant against Regal Cricket. A couple of catches at Gully, and Shubham, the only batsman crossing 11 so far. The bowlers are all over the batting. They have the batting team under control, have dominated them. Just 35 and 4 wickets in the power play itself. The power play is supposed to be a period of scoring runs, but hasn't gone well for them. In the previous match, we saw a similar state from the bat team which batted first after the power play. They ended at 38 for 4. This time they are 3 runs behind this team. And in the end, they finished with 94. Hopefully, Regal Cricket will end with some more runs on the board. And Raunak to continue. Starts off with a dot ball on the leg side. Jai and Rohin are facing. The power play is over, which means more than 2 fielders are allowed outside the circle. Long on, long off. Deep point. Square leg mid wicket, all on the boundary. Inside the circle, just short fine leg covers, and Gully are inside the circle. Starts off with a defense, keeper going for it, slip fielder also going for it, and they will get a single. A very attacking field setup. Everyone on the boundary.
धावा झालेल्या आहेत गोलंदाज आपण पाहतोय गोलंदाजी मार्गवरती आपल्याला पाहायला मिळत आहेत
Long on, long
दोनच
off,
चेंडे
mid wicket, square
परंतु
leg.
चांगली गोलंदाजी आहे चांगले टप्पे
Deep
आहेत
point
दोन्हीकडे फलकाचा
on the
देखील पाहायला
boundary.
मिळतोय इथून मात्र फलंदाजांना जेवढं काही मारेल
Just
तेवढं
short fine leg,
जास्तीत जास्त
Gully,
धावा
and
करायला
covers inside the circle. Appeal for an edge, but umpire says no.
च्या माध्यमातून उत्साह जो आहे तो जास्त पद्धतीने पाहायला मिळाला होता परंतु आपले पंच जर आपण पाहतोय अगदी सक्षम आहेत आणि पंचगिरी जी पाहायला मिळाली आहे सकाळपासून
A quiet over so far, just 1 run from this over. They'll have to accelerate. Defends it again. Slip fielder will stop that. I'm sorry, it was
त्यावेळेला आपण पाहिलं तर
gully.
डॉट बॉल जो आहे तो पाहायला मिळाला. So that is like the fast movement.
Slight change in the field. On the back foot, he's played it on the leg side and will just get a single to finish the over. Rohin will keep strike. Regal Cricket are 37 for 4 after 7 overs. Sagar back into the attack. Starts off with a short ball. Will be a dot ball. Has hit it high up in the air. Long off is coming under it. Will not be able to take it. Falls just short of him and will get a single. Was high up in the air. Looked like it was the fifth wicket, but long on just couldn't cover that much distance. Short delivery again. Missed the outside edge barely. Short delivery this time will be called a wide, and rightfully so. Was going above the shoulders of the batsman. No chance for him to hit that one. A late cut towards third man. Rohin takes a single to put Jai on strike, who's on 9-11. Last ball of the over coming up. Just 4 runs from this over. And Sagar will finish the over with a dot ball. Regal Cricket are 41 for 4 after 8 overs. On the back foot, he's cut away towards deep point. Rohin starts off the over with a single. They're into the ninth over. Has been a steady partnership between Jai and Rohin. Haven't lost a wicket in the last 3 or 4 overs. Probably the biggest partnership of the match so far. And driven cover drive, but the man at cover stops him. High up in the air towards the commentary box and huge six. That was a huge six. Amazing shot by Jay.
करायला हरकत नाहीये सूर्यप्रकाश झळकण्याचा नंतर जयचा निर्धाव
Massive, massive shot.
झणझणीत
A
झटका
six on the very first
दुसऱ्या
delivery.
धावेने म्हणजे मला वाटते कोल्हापूर इंडियन्सचा किरण शिंदे इथे षटकार झाला तो करिअर असेलच हे दिसतंय जे पहिलं किरण शिंदे षटकार झाला आणि तेवढे दोन षटकार महत्वाचे
Played it on the back foot towards long on. They're looking for two, but Jay says no.
फलंदाजीला रंग यायला सुरुवात
A
झाली
single after that
जर पिक्चर म्हणून विचार करायचा झाला तर
massive
या
six.
गोष्टीचा सध्या नक्कीच आपल्याला नक्कीच आहे साधारण 120 रनांचा असा तर 120 140 ॲट पार आपण दाखवू शकतो
Played it on the back foot, cut away, and barely misses the point fielder. And will, ooh, that's a nice stop by Deep Point. Good fielding by Deep Point, and they will take two. Was an opportunity of a wicket at point, just missed out on the catch.
दोन धावांवरती समाधान म्हणावं लागेल चेन्नईला मला वाटते आपल्याला एक साधारण षटक आहे आता 10 जास्त धावा हे पहिल्याच वेळेला त्या दिशेने निघाले
And he's got him this time. He tried to go for the slog sweep again. There was a chance of playing a six as he did on the some deliveries back. But this time Raunak has the last laugh, dismisses Rohin. A look at that superb wicket again. Right arm spinner. Did not spin much, was a googly and crashed into the off stump. Went flying. Rohin walks back for 13 of 16. And after the end of this over, Regal Cricket are 51 for 5, nothing going well for them. Karan is the new man into the bowling. He's been given the ball for the first time today. Bowling to Jay. A push on the leg side. Long on and mid wicket
हाताने
between the
षटकार
gap
पूर्ण झालाय
gets a
सुंदर बॉल
single.
चांगल्या प्रकारे कळला होता आणि त्या चेंडूला
Let's
देखील
have a
बॅटला
look
लागून
at
गेला
the
आपण
field
बघितलं असेल
setting.
एक मध्ये चेंडू गेला होता एक धाव तिथे पाहायला मिळाली आहे आणि या
No
एकदाव्यानंतर
fielders
धाव
on the
संख्या आपण आता
boundary
पाहतोय तर
behind
झालेली
the
आहे धाव
batsman.
फलकावर 52 धावा.
Deep point, square leg, mid wicket, long on and long off. Short third man and point are in the inside the circle and a risky single and he falls after finishing the run. Looks hurt. He's checking if everything is all right. Was a risky single. Ran hard and fast near to the crease,
पाहायला मिळाली आणि या एक धावेच्या
but
मदतीने
looks all
धाव
right.
संख्या धाव फलकावरती आता झालेली आहे 53 धावा. बॅटरकडनं मात्र स्वतःला चांगल्या पद्धतीने देखील आपण
Jay facing, defended it nicely this time.
खूप महत्त्वाचं असतं
Will
ज्यावेळेला
be
आपण
a dot ball.
कोचिंगला जातो त्यावेळेला मात्र मार्गदर्शक आपले कोच देखील म्हणतात की फुटबॉल ज्यावेळेला तुम्ही कराल तर निश्चितपणे तुम्ही ते चेंडूपर्यंत देखील पोहोचाल.
High up in the air, over mid wicket. Mid wicket is present there, but he'll have to watch it go over his head as it's hit out of the stadium. That just went outside. Superb six over mid wicket. That was miles high in the air and miles outside the boundary as well. Hit the wall. Jai playing a good innings. Back foot this time towards gully. And
सेन्सिबल क्रिकेट संयमानं खेळणं हे तितकंच गरजेचं आणि ते फलंदाजाच्या माध्यमातून देखील आपण पाहिलंय
a
की
six after a single after that six
आणि ते मेरिट ओळख
to
पण
put
तितकं गरजेचं
Aryaman
आहे. एक धाव इथे
back
पाहायला
on
मिळाली
strike.
आणि या एका धावेच्या मदतीने धाव संख्या आता आपण पाहतोय तर झालेली आहे धाव फलकावरती 60 धावा.
And defends it to end the over. 9 run over comes to an end after 10 overs. Rising Cricket are 60 for 5. The scorecard reads 60 for 5. Jai playing a great innings. They are 60 for 5, which is a very interesting coincidence. In the previous match, the team batting first was also 60 for 5 after 10 overs. Both the teams are going hand in hand. After 6 overs in the previous match, they were 38 for 4. This time they are 35 for 4. But the score after 10 overs is 60 for 5 for both the teams. Not an ideal scorecard for Regal. Jai playing a knock from one end. He's handling it, but his partner is not being able to survive on that side. Bowling scorecard: Saif and Ronak with 2 wickets each. Shivtej bowling superb as well, a wicket, and given away just 12 runs. Saif has been outstanding, just 5 runs conceded. Karan, slightly expensive, conceded 9 from his over. Time for the short drinks break. And we are back. Cut away, and we'll get four. That just rushed to the fence like a bullet. A boundary on the very first delivery. Between long off and deep point. Would have been a wide, but he decided to play that and just picked out the gap like a surgeon. Superb boundary. A boundary on the very first ball for Jay, and he'll have to do that again. A lapse in concentration, maybe. Hit straight down the ground, and will get six. Straight near the stage, and Jay moves on to his 30s now. Fiery start to the over. 10 runs from the first two deliveries already. And Jay looks like he's a changed batsman after the drinks break. The message from the dressing room is clear. A straight six, straight between long on and long off, gets him 6 runs. On the back foot, between deep point and long off, but I think long off will save that in the end. He had to cover quite some distance, but reached there and gives enough time for Jay to take a double.
झालेली आहे 72. एका क्षणाला आपण पाहिलं होतं तर एक असे फलंदाज आहेत समोरच्या
12 runs from the first three deliveries. Run rate now above 6.5. Cut away, but straight to deep point. Will just be a single. Gives a strike to Aryaman. Aryaman hasn't faced many deliveries. He'll need to get settled before he's able to play the big shots. Again, tried to cut it straight to point. Chance of a run out, but Aryaman reaches the crease safely. Good running from Aryaman as well as Jay.
वैशिष्ट्य आपण पाहिलं तर अगदी तयारीमध्ये असता चेंडू त्यांच्या दिशेने आला किक करणं आणि पटकन थ्रो करणं.
On the back foot will be a dot ball. No chance of a run there. 14 run over comes to an end, and after 11 overs, rising Regal Cricket are 74 for 5.
अनिल बेबल साहेब इथे उपस्थित आहेत त्यांचं देखील हार्दिक स्वागत.
And a swing and a miss. That's supreme fast bowling. Shiv Tej continuing his form from the previous over.
त्याचबरोबर सन्मान्य आदरणीय नायगाव दळवी साहेब उद्योजक आहेत ते देखील इथे उपस्थित झालेत. या सर्व मान्यवरांचं पुन्हा एकदा हार्दिक हार्दिक स्वागत.
And he's cut away towards third man. Third man will stop that safely. And first runs of the over. Aryaman takes the single, puts the well set Jay back on strike. Jay has been outstanding today. He's shown us that he can hit the big sixes. He's hit A straight six, a straight six over mid wicket. He's
चषक
pulled
बाद
well.
केला झालेले आहेत धावफलकावर.
He can do anything he wants. Cut away, but the fielder at cover will stop him.
वरच्या क्षेत्रामध्ये चेंडू गेलाय, क्षेत्ररक्षक तिथे आहे, करतायत.
The fielding has been aggressive.
तरीही ते
Long on, long off,
दोन्ही
square
फलंदाज
leg,
मात्र रनच्या शोधामध्ये आहेत.
deep point,
आणि
third
षटकार
man.
संघ देखील एक तुल्यबळ
There
संघ
is a gap
असल्याचे
between
आपण पाहतो.
fine leg and square leg, but there is a fielder inside the circle there. Needs to go over him. Down the leg side will be called wide. An extra run added for Regal Sports.
बाहेर आले कर्तव्यात वाईट बॉल इथे पाहायला मिळाला आणि या वाईट बॉलने धाव संख्येला आकार निश्चितपणे मिळतोय आणि धाव संख्या धाव फलकावरती झालेली आहे 76.
And fine leg has been sent back. Long off has been brought inside. Short delivery. That was the thinking behind that one. The bowler must have told his captain that he's going to bowl a short ball. Sent fine leg behind and long off inside.
चेंडूचा विचार केला तर या ओव्हरमधील चेंडू आतापर्यंत आपण पाहिले तर झालेले आहेत 4.
Deep point still on the boundary.
विचार केला तर धावसंख्या देखील झालेली आहे.
Could be another short ball. Fine leg is behind. Yes, it is. But was on the offside. No chance for fine leg. Another dot ball. A very, very good over for New Hind. Shivtej is continuing with his fiery form from his last spell. Opened the bowling. Took a wicket as well. 2 runs from this over. Last ball coming up. Jai on strike. Cuts away. But third man will stop that. A single to end the over. After 12 overs, Regal Cricket are 77 for 5. Saif again into the over. Starts off with a wide on the offside. Saif has been superb in the match so far. Absolutely unplayable bowling by Saif on offer today. He opened the bowling and gave away just 5 runs and picked up 2 top order wickets as well. Simply unplayable by Saif today.
आपण पाहू शकाल तर आगेकूच करताना देखील दिसत आहेत.
High up in the air, long off is not there, and one bounce into the fence will be given a boundary. I wonder why long off wasn't there. Third man was on the boundary, fine leg was on the boundary.
फलंदाजाने व्यूहरचना पाहिली, तुमचं क्षेत्र रिकाम आहे, चेंडूचा टप्पा पाहिला, चेंडूची दिशा पाहिली आणि चेंडूला घेऊन काढलं. 4 धावांकरिता या ठिकाणी आपण
5 runs off the first delivery already. Saif has a long run up, which is one of the reasons why he bowls so fast. High up in the air, short ball, hasn't timed it well. Fine leg and square leg coming, and square leg takes it. And big wicket falls for Regal Cricket, and it's Jai who's dismissed now. Was an superb delivery. He did not expect it to be short. Wasn't the best shot selection from Jai, and the lefty batsman walks back. Tried to pull it, did not make contact as he had expected. Fine leg and square leg were coming for the catch but did not collide. There was clear communication, and square leg took the catch in the end. Jai walks back for 42. Sixth wicket down for Regal Cricket. Shantanu taking guard at number 8 for Regal Cricket.
त्यात चांगली गोलंदाजी आतापर्यंत या ओव्हरमध्ये पाहायला मिळाली आहे साहेबची.
And Saif has been outstanding today.
चौका जरूर आला परंतु
Has
त्यानंतर जे
picked up
झालं चुकलं
wickets.
होतं स्लो
This
बॉलमधनं
was his
चेंडू
third wicket
आणि खरं
of
पाच
the
फाटक मारण्यात
match
आला.
and a big wicket as well.
जास्त वेळ तिथे घेऊ नका प्लीज
The
विनंती
batsman
आहे तुम्हाला
had
धावण्यासाठी.
settled, was looking dangerous, was playing the big shots, had hit a boundary on just the previous delivery, but Saif had the last laugh as he picked up the wicket. It was Jay who was dismissed for 42, scored 50% of the runs till the point he was dismissed, and starts off with a delivery on the leg side. And Shantanu is off the mark on the very first delivery he faces.
प्रत्येक ओव्हरमध्ये जर आपण पाहिलं प्रत्येक
Jay was a lefty batsman.
बदलावलेली आहे आणि सध्या या 8 धावेनंतर
He's now
दुसऱ्या
replaced by
षटकामध्ये
Shantanu, the righty.
83 83 धावा.
Aryaman facing. Aryaman, another lefty batsman. Third man, fine leg, square leg, deep point are on the boundary. Flicks it on the leg side between square leg and fine leg. Has found the gap, but fine leg will stop that.
वरती आणखी एक चांगलं क्षेत्ररक्षण प्रणवच्या
Saif
माध्यमातून पाहायला मिळतं.
appreciating the fielding effort by the fielder at square leg.
गोलंदाज आपल्या परीने मात्र चांगली गोलंदाजी करतात परंतु गोलंदाजांना साथ असते ती क्षेत्ररक्षकाची आणि ती साथ यावेळेला आपण पाहिलं तर प्रणवच्या माध्यमातून देखील अगदी चांगल्या प्रकारे पाहायला मिळाले. या अगोदर करण चहाला देखील आपण पाहिलं होतं अगदी चांगल्या प्रकारचे झेल देखील त्यांना टिकले होते आणि यावेळेला प्रणव आपण पाहतोय मॅचच्या साहेब आपल्या ओव्हरमध्ये पुढे बॉल घेऊन तयार.
And Shantanu defends it.
आता ही जोडी विचार करत असावी की आम्हाला शेवटच्या ओव्हरपर्यंत उभं राहायचंय.
7 runs from the over.
कारण की सध्याच्या घडीला आपण पाहतोय तर धावसंख्या धावफलकावरती चांगली आहे.
Last ball of the over coming up.
मध्ये आपण पाहिलं होतं एक अपलक्ष 93 धावांचं. या मॅच मध्ये देखील किती धावा जमल्या जातील.
And a single cover fielder going for it, and he will get the single. With that single, Shantanu will keep strike for the next over. After 13 overs, Rising Cricket are 85 for 6.
आपण या ठिकाणी स्वागत आणि सन्मानाकडे
And outside edge will get a
Correct.
single. They're looking for two, but Shantanu says no.
त्याचबरोबर सन्माननीय आदरणीय श्री मदान दळवीस आहेत हे देखील इथे उपस्थित आहेत.
Atharva is the new bowler introduced into the
हे जे
attack.
सर्व मान्यवरांचं
He's
पुन्हा
bowling the
एकदा
14th over
सहर्ष आपण
of
स्वागत
the innings, bowling to Aryaman.
अथर्व भोसले आलेत गोलंदाजी मार्कवरती. पहिला बॉल हाताळला, एक रन तिथे पाहायला मिळाली आणि या एका धावेने धावसंख्या आपण पाहतोय तर झालेली आहे धावफलकावर 86 धावा. मात्र चांगला बॉल त्या बॉलने दिलेली
Towards
आहे दिशा.
short third man.
एक धावेने जर आपण पाहतोय
Another
तर
single
धावा
in the
आपल्याला
over.
मिळत जात आहेत. म्हणतात ना की थेंबे थेंबे तळे जाते, असंच काहीतरी म्हणावं लागेल. आणि गरज आहे इथे धावांची. जो होतोय होता तो फलंदाज आपण पाहिलं या अगोदरच्या षटकामध्ये 5-2 चमूचा अंतराला परतला जय जैन. पण अडथळा मात्र दूर केलाय. मात्र
On
चांगला
the
बॉल ड्रॉप
flicked
करताना
on the leg
दिसतोय
side between
आणि विकेट
mid
किपरच्या
wicket and long
मार्गदर्शनाखाली
on. They're
फलंदाज
looking for
करतोय
two.
दुसऱ्याचं देखील
Will get
बॉल
there
अगदी
eventually.
चांगल्या पद्धतीने ताज्या
Looking
रनगतीने
for three
खेळून
there,
जाताना
but
2 धावा या परिपूर्ण केल्या जात आहेत आणि
won't
या 2
happen.
धावांच्या साहाय्याने धावसंख्या
That's
धावफलकावर
good running
86
from them.
स्थिती या संघाची झालेली आहे.
Played it in the gap. They had enough time and got rewarded with the double.
अथर्व
Cover
पाहतोय
drive
आणि मार्कवर येतोय
towards
पहिला
long off.
बॉल.
Will not find the gap.
या खेळाडूने मात्र आपल्या खेळानं इम्प्रेस केलंय. क्रिकेट नायडू ट्रॉफीमध्ये 8 मॅचेस त्याने खेळल्या आणि आणि 43 विकेट त्यांनी मिळवलेल्या आहेत. एक जबरदस्त अप्रतिम परफॉर्मन्स, दोन्ही परफॉर्मन्स पाहायला मिळालाय क्रिकेट नायडूमध्ये, क्रिकेट नायडू ट्रॉफीमध्ये.
On the back foot, pulled between square leg and mid wicket, but square leg will stop that. Will just be a single for Aryaman. Shantanu comes back on strike. There's been good running between the wicket in this over so far. 6 runs from this over, all of them coming from running. And it's Shantanu who's now on strike. Ooh, that was a great delivery. Ends with a dot ball. After 14 overs, Regal Cricket are 91 for 6.
धावा या आतापर्यंत झालेल्या आहेत धावफलकावर
on the leg side this time. I think it hit his pad, and they'll take a single. And
सन्मानजनक धावसंख्येच्या दिशेने मात्र
no, I think
वाटचाल
it was
करत
off the bat.
आणि रिगल क्रिकेट
No
विभागाचे
leg by
संचालक
signal from
हे
the
मात्र
umpire.
ठरणार नाहीये कारण या ओव्हरमध्ये पहिले 2 बॉल आपण पाहिले अगदी योग्य टप्प्यावरती सैफ अब्बासने हाताळले आणि त्या दोन्ही चेंडूंना या दोन्ही
Saif
बॅट्समॅननी
is now
अगदी
into
एक
his
चांगल्या
last
प्रकारे
over.
दिशा दिली आणि
Has
चमकदार
been
प्रकारे
the
विकेट
best bowler
झळकावली
for New Hind
ते मात्र विकेट घेऊन ठेवणारा
on this
धावफलक आहे
afternoon. Has
या
picked up
सर्व
3 wickets.
गोष्टी सध्याच्या
Just
क्रीडाच्या
conceded
बाजारात
15. He's in his
कुठेतरी
last
बुद्धिबळ
over.
वापरण्याकरता खूप महत्वाचे आहे
Stunning fast bowling. Toward now bowling to the lefty Ariman. He steps out
मात्र पुन्हा एकदा
and
उत्तम बोलर
completely
सापडले
misses
आणि
out on that
अगदी
one.
चांगलं देखील
Swing
नियोजन
and a
केलं
miss
त्या
for
चेंडूचं
Arya.
जसा खालवर
A
जातो
dot ball.
तो आपण पाहतोय तीन बॉल झाले आहेत या ओव्हरमध्ये थोडस स्पीडअप करा ती नवीन बुलेट होता जाते तीन बॉल झालेत या ओव्हरमधील चौथा बॉल पुन्हा एकदा घेऊन तयार
Third man, deep point on the boundary. And a short delivery. He's pulled on the leg side, but fine leg will stop that just in time. Could have gone for 6, but will just be a single. Wasn't a very good delivery.
सहाय्याने धावसंख्या आता झालेली आहे धावफलकावर 94
In the air, over mid wicket, and will land safely. One bounce before the fielder. That's good running, nonetheless. He probably wanted 6. Will have to settle for 2, but good running between Shantanu and Aryaman. Just 5 runs from this over. Shantanu will still be going for that big hit, I believe. He needs to hit a boundary. Third man, fine leg, square leg, deep point, long on or on the boundary. Long off is free. He'll be looking to go on the leg side between square leg and long on and gets a boundary. As I said, he will be looking to end the over with a boundary, and he does that. And 15 overs are up for Regal Cricket. A look at the replay again. Short delivery pulled on the leg side, found the gap between square leg and mid wicket. Huge gap there. He timed it perfectly, found the gap like a surgeon. And after 15 overs, 100 runs up for Regal Cricket, and it has taken them 15 overs to get there. Last 5 overs of the innings coming up. A look at the story so far. Jay started off well, scored 42, was the highest scorer. Did not get a partner who would stay long with him. His partners kept collapsing. Now it's up to Aryaman and Shantanu to play out the last 5 overs of this innings. A look at the bowling statistics now. 3 wickets by Saif, a stunning spell of fast bowling by him. Picked up 3 wickets, that's half of the wickets taken alone by him. Raunak with 2 wickets and Shiv Tej with another wicket. The other bowlers have been economic as well. Sagar bowling well, Atharv being economic, but Saif easily the standout performer. 16th over to be bowled by the bowler Atharv.
पुन्हा एकदा आपण पाहतोय
Atharv has been
सर्वसाधारणतः
economic, gave away just
मार्चच्या
6 in his
मार्चमध्ये
previous over.
अथर्व पुन्हा एकदा आता या गोलंदाजी मार्गवर मात्र चांगला बॉल
And a single to begin the over.
सगळ्या चेंडूला खेळलाय क्षेत्राच्या अगदी दुरून चेंडूला उचलण्याकरता अर्थातच लॉंग ऑन वन पुढे आले होते यावेळेला आपण पाहतोय एक धाव पाहायला मिळते डावखुरा आणि उजवा फलंदाज असल्या कारणानं क्षेत्ररक्षणाच्या व्यूहरचनेमध्ये आपण पाहतोय तर बदल हे केले जात आहेत
Shantanu is now back on strike.
यावेळेला मात्र चांगला बॉल
Punched it on the offside,
खेळून काढले या चेंडूला
straight
बदल
towards
पाहायला
the
मिळते
man at cover.
बदललेले धावसंख्या जर आता आपण पाहतोय तर
Will
धावसंख्या
just be a
झालेली आहे
single.
धावफलकावरती
The
116
partnership is going well between the two. The runs have started coming now. A little bit late, but they will take it.
आता उर्वरित षटकांमध्ये फलंदाजांचा निर्धार असावा की जास्तीत जास्त धावा या आपल्याला गेल्या पाहिजेत टार्गेट फिक्स करणं देखील
On the
तितकंच
back
गरजेचं
foot, and he'll leave it. Will be a wide on the offside. A good decision to leave that one.
फॉर्मॅटमध्ये प्रत्येक
Extra run added to
फलंदाजाचा
Regal
खूप
Cricket's
महत्वाची
total.
असते किती महत्व यावेळेला मात्र आपण पाहतोय फलंदाजांनी सांगलं चांगला बॉल
Down the leg
मात्र
side this
खेळून
time,
काढलाय
has found the gap and will get a boundary.
आउटफील्ड या ठिकाणी पाहायला
Was
मिळते
there bat
चेंडू
involved
मात्र
on that?
बाउंड्री लाईनच्या पलीकडे
I think
जोरदार
there was.
शाबास
No leg by signal by the umpire. Yes, there was bat. Certainly a bottom edge
अगदी चांगल्या
as it
प्रकारे खेळून काढले
ran
चेंडूला
away
फक्त दिशा दिली 4 धावा
towards the
मिळवल्या
boundary.
या चौकाराच्या साह्याने धाव संख्या झालेली आहे धाव फलकावरती 107
6.9 is the current run rate. If they continue with 6.9, that is almost 7, they will reach 138. 8 per over. If they push to 8 per over, they can get to almost 150, 146. 10 per over seems highly unlikely, but will be 155. These are the projected scores. Striking at almost 7 runs per over right now. Ooh, swing and a miss. Tried to defend it, barely missed the outside edge. 8 run over so far, just one delivery left.
अगदी चांगला बॉल या ठिकाणी पाहायला मिळाला अथर्वच्या माध्यमातून
Will he go for a big one? I think he will. And he does not. He
अथर्वचा बॉल
just
पुन्हा एकदा
drives it
नेतृत्व
too long off. Takes a single on the last delivery to
त्याकडे
keep
जर आपण
strike.
पाहतोय तर झालेल्या
Regal
षटकामध्ये
Cricket are 109 for 6
34 रन्स
after
यावेळेला
16 overs.
त्याच्यानंतर धावसंख्या धाव
Starts off with a wide ball on the leg side. And this time is on the offside. They're looking for a quick single. They will get that.
क्षेत्रामध्ये खेळून काढलाय एक धाव पाहायला मिळते एका धावेच्या साह्याने धावसंख्या आपण होतं विकेट टेकला म्हणून एक बाद होत होते त्यानंतर डावाला सावरणं गरजेचं होतं आणि तो डाव सावरत असताना रिगल सीसी या संघाचा आपण पाहतोय 111 धावा या झालेल्या आहेत डाव फलकावरती.
Swing and a miss this time.
डावलून खेळण्याचा प्रयत्न
Will be a
खूप
dot ball. Was a short delivery.
वेळेला आपण पाहतोय तर गोलंदाज
Almost unplayable length that one.
बॉलच्या माध्यमातून
Going
आपल्याला
near the
दिसत आहे.
chest. Never easy to hit those one on the offside. Ooh, a similar line, but he's got bat on it this time. Gets off strike to put Shantanu back on strike. Shantanu has been there for a long time. He is hitting it well.
एका बाजूला निनाद यांना आपण पाहतोय तर एका बाजूला अक्षय यांना आपण पाहतोय. नामांकित अशी फक्त
Shantanu
शिडी
has hit a
या
boundary.
स्पर्धेच्या माध्यमातून सर्वांच्या गुणवत्तेचा आपण पाहताय दर्शना मॅडम अगदी चांगल्या पद्धतीचं साफ सुत्र असं गुण देतात आमच्यापर्यंत पोहोचवताय कारण
Short delivery. He's hit it in the air and will go for four. One bounce. Well, we all saw that boundary coming right from the moment it left the ball. Was a loose delivery, and Shantanu has punished it as it deserved. Short delivery on the back foot, transferred his weight beautifully and pulled it on the leg side. 7 runs from this over already. They will be looking to score more in the two remaining deliveries. They need such loose deliveries, Regal Cricket.
बॅट्समन अगदी चांगल्या खणखणीत फटका चौकाराच्या सहाय्याने पाहायला मिळालाय.
A short delivery. Shantanu is looking for a quick single. Will get that. Puts Aryaman back on strike. I think the message to Aryaman will be clear from Shantanu. We are into the 17th over. No, not many overs are left. They need to go all out from here on. Maybe from the next over. And he goes for it. Top edge into the air between fine leg and square leg. Falls just safely. And Aryaman and Shantanu have stolen a double. And a double to end the over. Regal Cricket are 119 for 6 after 17 overs. Last 3 overs of the game coming up. On the leg side this time, towards square leg, will get a single. Atharva has been reintroduced into the attack to bowl his third over, and they are maintaining a run rate of 7. Long on, long off, deep point, mid wicket, square leg, all on the boundary. Huge appeal for LBW, but I think that was missing the stumps.
ज्यावेळेला लेग बिफोर विकेट अपील करतात त्यावेळेला त्याचं पिचिंग इन लाईन त्याचा इम्पॅक्ट म्हणजे स्टंप वरती हा पटकन जाणायला हवा किंवा निश्चितपणे स्टंप होकार देतील.
Swept this time,
मात्र स्वीप करण्याचा प्रयत्न चांगला बॉल आहे. वा
misses it. Good bowling by Atharv. He's into his third over. Half of the third over is over. Has given away just 16. Looking good. Aryaman has struggled a little. On the back foot. Towards fine leg. Looking for two. Chance of a run out and he's out. He was way outside the crease, and the keeper made no mistake. He should have ran the first run faster, and he's just thrown his wicket. That was careless from Aryaman, and he's being punished for that. The ball was in the hands of the fine leg fielder when they started running for the second. The fielder had enough time to pass on the ball to the keeper, and he made no mistake. Seventh wicket falls. Aryaman run out. First run out of this match. We saw two run outs in the previous match, another run out in this match. Never a good sign. Aryaman walks back for 16 of 20, not an ideal innings. Struggled to get going. Maybe his wicket is a blessing in disguise.
ती लहान मुलं रनिंग करतात त्यांना विनंती आहे की प्लीज कोणी बाउंड्रीच्या आतमध्ये जाऊ नका. काय म्हणजे सोडून घेतलेली असं नाहीये. तुम्ही वॉर्मअप आहे तुमच्या नेट्स आहेत तिथेच तुम्ही तुमचा वॉर्मअप नीट व्यवस्थित करायचं आहे.
And Himanshu walks at number 9 in the 18th over. He does not have time to get settled, play a few deliveries, and then start the attacking. He has to attack from ball 1. That's the condition he has to
अकराव्या
face.
षटकामध्ये चेंडू दिला आणि त्याने मात्र कमालीची गोलंदाजी आजच्या दिवसामध्ये मात्र दाखवली आहे. क्रिकेट नायडू ट्रॉफीमध्ये
Let's
आपण
see
पाहिलं
what
की
happens now.
षटकामध्ये दिलं होतं 8 मॅचेस आणि त्याचं विकेट त्याने मिळवलं होते आणि तोच विदर्भ यावेळी मात्र आपल्या संघाच्या मदतीला धावून आलाय. कमालीची गोलंदाजी इथे पाहायला मिळाली आहे. 7 गडी आता मात्र बाद झालेले आहेत. धाव त्यांच्या धाव फलकावरती झाली आहे.
Tries to go reverse. He's got some bat on it and will get 4 runs. That's an outstanding shot by Himanshu on the very first delivery he's played. That's usually considered a very risky shot, but to play it on the very first delivery, impressive stuff from Himanshu. And he found the gap between fine leg and third man. Third man wasn't present for a spinner. Gully was there, but the ball was too fast for Gully to be stopped. Tries to go reverse again. I think it hit the keeper. And I think he's clean bowled. What happened there? Looks like some mistake has happened. Left arm pacer, left arm spinner tried to play the scoop and clean bowled, crashing onto the stump. As I said, it's a very risky shot to play, the reverse as well as the scoop, and Himanshu has to pay for that. Very risky shot, and he has to pay the risk.
बाहेर मात्र पुन्हा एकदा चांगला बॉल कीपरच्या ग्लोव्ह मध्ये काही चेंडू सापडला नाहीये परंतु डॉट बॉल इथे निश्चितपणे पाहायला मिळालाय.
Cover drive on the offside, and Long off will stop that. And tried to go for the big hit this time, but swing and a miss.
Released and taken, gone. आता आपण पाहतोय जर शेवटची जोडी ही मैदानाच्या दिशेने जात असताना आपण पाहतोय या ठिकाणी आपण पाहतोय रत्नागिरी टाइम्सचे पत्रकार सन्माननीय आदरणीय श्री सुफलाक खान साहेब उपस्थित झालेले आहेत. त्यांचं करूया आपण हार्दिक हार्दिक स्वागत.
And he's given, I'm sorry, it was an edge, and a wicket has fallen.
आणि आपण पाहताय की
There wasn't any noise from either fielders. A soft dismissal given by the umpire.
होत असताना आपण पाहतोय
Ninth wicket
सुफलाक
has
खान साहेब
fallen,
उपस्थित
and
आहेत.
Shubham has
आपल्या
been
वरिष्ठ
dismissed.
पत्रकार इथे आता आपण पाहतोय तर शेवटची जोडी ही मैदानाच्या आतमध्ये आपल्याला पाहायला मिळते.
Looking for a quick single there. Will get that.
शेवटचा फलंदाज आता आपण पाहतोय जय नारायण चौगुले दरम्यान दाखल झालेले आहेत क्रीजवरती. धावसंख्येचा विचार आपण आता केला तर धावसंख्या धावपटवरती जिंकली आहे 127 धावा.
In the air, and one bounce into the fence over mid wicket once again. Shantanu continuing his onslaught. He knows that just a few deliveries are left. He needs to make the most of them, needs to take the strike to himself and do the scoring. Short delivery, he had enough time, and a boundary over mid wicket, one bounce.
चांगल्या फटक्याची निवड इथे पाहायला मिळाली.
That's good shot selection from Shantanu against Sagar. Last ball of today's spell for Sagar, and flicked on the leg side. Shantanu ends the over with a single. Will keep strike for the next over. And Regal Cricket are 132 for 9 after 19 overs. Final over of the innings coming up. Last over of the day. Shantanu facing Atharva. Straight down the ground. Gets a boundary. A boundary to start off the final over.
कदमच्या बॅट्समन अगदी खणखणीत फटका इथे पाहायला मिळतोय. शेवटच्या या ओव्हरमध्ये विचार काही
Was
सेकंदासाठी आपली
he hit
संघाची
that
धाव
one hard?
गमाव्यात एक चांगलं
Absolutely smashed it.
करावं.
This time again goes on the leg side between square leg and long on.
आक्रमक
Will
फलंदाज
just be a
इथे
single.
पाहायला मिळाला आणि एकच धाव तिथे यावेळेला मिळेल. आणि एका धावेच्या सहाय्याने आपण पाहतोय तर धावसंख्या आता झाली आहे धाव फलकावरती 137 137 धावा या झाल्यात फलकावरती. आता या शेवटच्या षटकातील 4 चेंडूंचा खेळ बाकी आहे. 4 चेंडूंवरती किती धावा जमवल्या जातील. कदाचित फलंदाज चांगले नसावेत. सिग्नल काढा, मला स्ट्राईक द्या. पाहूया या ओव्हरमधील तिसरा बॉल कोण तयार गोलंदाज अथर्व भोसले. चांगला बॉल मात्र
And
यष्टीला
yes,
चहा पाणी.
Jay takes a single to give the strike back to his partner Shantanu, who's well settled into his 30s now. Only three deliveries are remaining in the innings, and he needs to make the most of them. Tries to go reverse and goes well. That's a fabulous shot.
अप्रतिम 99%
Superb reverse shot for six by Shantanu.
षटकार.
That is the shot of the tournament. Unbelievable striking from Shantanu. A reverse sweep for six. Over third man. Amazing shot.
अगदी चांगल्या
Shot of the
पद्धतीने
tournament,
खेळलेला
without
आहे
a
जर
doubt.
आपण
Best
पाहतोय
shot so far.
तर अखेरीस आपण पाहिलं होतं तर 100 धावा
Big, big
धावफलकावर
over
पोहोचल्या
so far. 12 runs already.
धावांसाठी
Steps out
पात्र
and
ठरण्यासाठी
goes straight
खेळाडूंना
over long off. Gets another six. Consecutive sixes by Shantanu.
षटकार 6 धावा.
And 150 up for Regal Cricket now. He brings up the 150 for his team in style
असं म्हणतात कडक
with a
पद्धतीने
fabulous
हा
six
शॉट एक
over
नंबर
long
आमच्या
off.
भाषेमध्ये या षटकाराच्या सहाय्याने आपण पाहतोय तर धावसंख्या आता झालेली आहे धाव फलकावर
And
112.
that's a very good score on the scoreboard. Last ball of the innings. Can he get his 50? High up in the air. Hasn't got the timing.
क्षेत्राचे दिशा आहे जज करतात
Gets out on the last ball.
अशी इनिंग लागते मात्र
Mid wicket
सुरुवात
was
झालेली
on the
आहे
boundary. He had to take a few steps ahead and takes the catch. He would have brought up his 50 in the Maharashtra Champions League, but missed the timing by just a short distance and gets dismissed on 45 on the last delivery of the innings. Regal Cricket end with exact 150 on the board. They've been bowled out, but it's still a very good score on the board. Jay started out well in the morning, scored 42, played an outstanding innings. He wasn't supported by any of the other batters in the side. Aryaman scoring 17, the third highest scorer. And in the end, it was Shantanu who took the attack on his own, ripped the bowlers apart, hit them all over the park, and took his team to a very good total of 150. Now they have the psychological advantage over the others of 150. He was dismissed on the last ball of the innings, could have gotten his 50 had he hit a 6. A great innings nonetheless, and 150 on board for Regal Cricket. A look at the bowling. Saif and Shiv Tej started off with the new ball. A stunning pace opening between both of them. Has been outstanding. But in the end, it was Shantanu who ripped the bowling apart. Atharva turning out to be expensive. His first over was very economic, but after the next 3 overs, he's ended up with an economy of 9.75. Karan bowled just 1 over. Raunak being slightly expensive as well, but he's picked up 2 wickets. After all this, Regal Cricket end with 150. That's an above average first inning score in this year's Maharashtra Champions League. And we will be back with the chase after a short break. Thank you. And we are back for the second innings in this match between New Hind Cricket and Regal Cricket. In the first innings, we saw Regal Cricket winning the toss and batting first. They scored 150. They were bowled out for 150, but that was on the last ball. So they played out the 20 overs, put 150 on the board. And this is the second innings. New Hind Sports is batting, and we have Karan and Pranav who have opened the innings. Shubham opened the bowling for Regal Cricket, and two dot balls to start off the day. Good straight defense by Pranav. Will not get runs for that. A look at the field settings. Third man is on the boundary, and so is square leg. A typical field setting in the first over, third man and square leg on the boundary. Again, defends it, will be a dot ball. Down the leg side this time will be called wide, rightfully so by the umpire. First runs of the day, and they are in form of wide balls. An extra run added to New Hind's total, and Shubham will have to bowl that again. And will get a boundary, first boundary of the innings, and it's from Pranav's bat. Deep point wasn't there on the boundary. All he had to do was clear the infield and hit it between point and cover for a boundary cutaway on the offside. First boundary of the day from Pranav's bat. No chance anyone had stopping that one. Same field setting, square leg and third man on the boundary. They need more such boundaries. They need to take complete advantage of the power play where only two fielders are allowed on the boundary. Straight drive this time. Will get another boundary. Consecutive boundaries for Pranav. An outstanding cover drive here. After that square cut, we have superb shot. This time another cracking shot. Will get a boundary. This time mid wicket. He's hit three boundaries in this over, and all three of them have been in different regions of the ground. The first one was near deep point. There was no stopping that one. Followed by another boundary at long off, and this time it's mid wicket. Three stunning boundaries went like bullets in three different regions on the ground. And after the first over, New Hind are 13 for 0. A very good over to start off the day.
ही सुद्धा बघू शकतो आपण साईडने कसा डिझाईन होता तोही एक छोटा संघ आहे त्याच्यामुळे हे नुकतेच ते चांगले संघ पाहायला मिळतात प्रेक्षकांमध्ये
Jay will be taking the new ball responsibilities from the other end. Karan is on strike for the very first time. Ooh, welcomes him with a short delivery. Fiery bouncer for Karan from Jay. Another great delivery, missing the edge again. He's keeping him on his toes, not giving him room to play the big shot. Consecutive dot balls. The previous over was a very good over for New Hind. 3 boundaries and a wide from that over. But Jai has changed that. He's bowling the tight line in length. Flicked away in the air and will run away for 4. Over square leg. One leg in the air and flicked it. Superb flick by Karan this time. The sound was amazing off the bat. Nicely flicked on the leg side. Over square leg. In the air this time. Hasn't timed it well. And mid wicket will take that catch. After a superb boundary over square leg this time, he's caught at mid wicket and first breakthrough for Regal Cricket, and it's Karan who walks back for 4 of 3 deliveries. Was in the air, no timing on that shot. Did not clear the infield and caught at mid wicket. The midfielder making no mistake in that catch and dismisses him. A short ball will just be a single. It's Vishwajit, the new batsman on crease, batting at number 3 for New Hind. and he's off the mark with a single. Gives the strike to his partner Pranav, who's already on 12 of just 6 deliveries.
एक्स्ट्रा डाऊनचा पार्टनर करायचा आहे पहिल्या डाऊन सेक्टरमध्ये क्रिकेटची सुरुवात त्यासाठी चांगली नव्हती पहिल्या डाऊन सेक्टरमध्ये देखील धावसंख्या होती ती 60 आणि 5 फलंदाज बाद झाले होते त्यानंतर त्यांनी 90 धावा काढल्या
Opens the face of the bat, clears the infield, will get a single, won't get a boundary, and will get a boundary. That was a roller coaster, everything happening. Looked like it was going, they will take a double, then thought that they will have to be happy with a single, and then it went for 4. Bonus runs for the batting team. Was a good shot, opened the face of the bat just enough, cleared the gap in the infield. Thought that the third man will save the ball. He got there, got something on the ball, but the ball was too quick to be stopped by that.
धावसंख्या 22 षटक 2
Ooh, straight. That's a cracking shot. Absolutely fantastic. No other words for that. The crack of the bat was like a rifle. And just fabulous shot by Vishwajit. I'm sorry. From Pranav. Superb on drive. No long on. The only fielders on the boundary are at square leg and third man. Ooh. A good comeback by Shubham. Shubham has been impressive. Hasn't been very impressive, I'm so sorry. Conceded 13 in the first over. Has got it for a boundary in this over. Kind of expensive. Maybe he will pull it back in the coming deliveries. In the air, top edge, third man is present, will stop the boundary. Vishwajit will take a single to put Pranav back on strike.
चांगली भागलेली 35 आवश्यक आहे 35 चांगली भागलेली आवश्यक आहे बऱ्यापैकी चांगलं आहे 35 जे आपण म्हणतो 150 धावा चांगली धावसंख्या उभारली विजयला
Flicked on the leg side towards square leg, and Pranav takes the single again to give back the strike to Vishwajit. Vishwajit will be looking to convert this over into a big one. The required run rate at 7.1. They're going above the required rate. The run rate is not an issue for Newhin, but they will be hoping to increase it even more to have a comfortable chase. Opens the face of the bat, will be a dot ball. Prana wanted a single, but just wasn't possible. Vishwajit sends him back, will be a dot ball. 6 runs from the first few deliveries. Last ball of the over coming up Vishwajit facing Shubham.
थोड़ा कंट्रोल घेऊन थोडंसं बाउन्स टाकायचा असतो नाही तर छोटं फिरवून फोन ठेवायचा तिसऱ्या तुम्हाला प्रॅक्टिसवर जर ते नियोजन
And
नसेल
that's
बाबा
extra runs.
प्रॅक्टिस
Some
करणं
more extra
गरजेचं आहे
runs for New Hind. Boundary given.
9/32 37 चांगली सुरुवात
10 run over comes to an end. Another expensive over by the same bowler who bowled the first over.
28 धावांच्या चौकाराच्या रूपाने
There
आलेला
was an
आहे
outside edge slip, wasn't there.
3
Should have
षटकांमध्ये
been there and will get a boundary behind. Shubham's first over going for 13 runs. His next over went for 10 runs. Not going well for him. After 3 overs, New Hind are 32 for 1.
जय चौगुले कॅबिनेटकडनं दुसरं षटक घेऊन येतोय
And this time
पाहिला तो
on the offside.
चांगली सुरुवात
Misfield, misfield, misfield. Should have been stopped.
आता महाराष्ट्र प्रेक्षक
No
पाहण्यासाठी विनंती करतो
mistake of the bowler.
दोन्ही
Should have been stopped
संघाच्या
easily.
थर्डमॅनचे दिसून येत ते
Was a
दोन्ही
good cover
उमेदवार
drive,
पॉईंटच्या
but the
भरोश्यावर
misfield
खेळत होते
costing the bowler and his numbers. He reached there but did not bend enough and right through his gates.
ही धावसंख्या वाढते नव्हे कधी वेळी धाव घेणं वेगळी गोष्ट असते याला चौकार 8 चौकार आहेत आतापर्यंत चेंडू झाले फक्त 19 चेंडूंमध्ये आतापर्यंत 8 चौकार नोंदवलेले
Opens the face of the bat looking for a quick single. Chance of a run out at the bowler's end. He reaches safely.
यावेळेला
Will
फटका
just be a single. Pranav batting at a strike rate of, I think it's
प्रणवच्या पोहोचलाय 22 वरती
220.
22 पोहोचले
It's
सलग
fabulous hitting by him. It's 210 the strike rate. Vishwajit going hard as well. Both of the bowlers. I'm sorry, both of the batters going hand in hand with their approach. Opens the face of the bat, slight hit on the offside. Defends it for a dot ball.
155 धावांचा पाठलाग सुरू आहे 150 160 धावसंख्या पहिल्या गटामध्ये सेट झाली होती आज दुसऱ्या गटाचे सामने सुरू झालेत
Flicked on the leg side
काही
between the gap,
षटकांमध्ये
but square leg misses it again. That's just sloppy fielding from the man present there. It's a second misfield of the over. And the bowler is not at all happy with the fielding effort from the man at square leg. He should have been stopped.
चेंडू हवेमध्ये जाणार
It was
होता
in the same region a couple of deliveries before. He missed it then.
गॅप
Should
मध्ये
have improved his work this time. And he's been sloppy again. The bowler is not happy. Hit him on the thigh pad looking for a single. Oh, direct hit would have been close. Vishwajit takes a single. Gives the strike back to the dangerous Pranav. 10 runs have come from this over. Another big over. Merciless batting there. They're attacking the bowlers by their will. Full toss this time, but mid-on will stop that. Straight to mid-on. Will not find the gap. A dot ball to finish. 10 run over comes to an end after 4 overs. New Hind are 42 for 1. Ooh, there was an outside edge this time, I think. Straight towards the man at gully. On the back foot, pulled away towards square leg. Will get a single. Puts back Pranav on strike. Pranav has been striking at 200 consistently. He's not letting the strike rate drop. Has been playing well. Full toss this time, but hasn't hit it too hard. Down the ground, long off stops that. And Pranav takes a single to give the strike to Vishwajit. Sweep this time. Top edge going behind. Gully and fine leg are arriving. And they take a single again. Passes the strike back to Pranav. Tried to sweep it and crashing into the middle stump. And that cold reaction from Himanshu. Gets a wicket in the very first over he's bowled, and it's Pranav, the big wicket of Pranav, who's dismissed, who was striking at above 200, was in his 20s, left arm spinner, did not spin much, he anticipated some turn, played it against the line, tried to go for the sweep but missed it, and the ball crashed into the middle stump. Shubham to bowl the final over of the power play today.
शुभमगिरी येत आहेत आता गोलंदाजी मार्गवरती. धावसंख्या आपण आता पाहतोय तर 5 षटकांचा खेळ झाला. 5 षटकांच्या खेळानंतर धावसंख्या धावफलकावरती 43 झाली आहे.
Making some
122
changes
या
in the field
धावसंख्येचा
over
फटका
here
इथे
now.
करायचा आणि त्या पाठलाग करताना आपण पाहिलं तर सुरुवात अगदी धमाकेदार कारण शहानं मात्र एक चौकार जरूर लगावला होता. त्यानंतर कुठेतरी संयम ठेवणं हे गरजेचं आहे. तर संयम या ठिकाणी मात्र बाळगला नाही करणने आणि त्याचं रूपांतरण आपण पाहिलं तर बेसिसच्या स्वरूपामध्ये पवन शहा समोरच्या आश्रयाला आले. त्यानंतर आपण पाहिलं प्रणव खेळा हे देखील आपण पाहिलं त्याला तसेच आपण पाहतोय तर बोलच्या स्वरूपामध्ये ते देखील समोरच्या आश्रयाला परतले. 2 गडी बाद झाले. धावसंख्या झाली आहे 46.
And I think he's gone, dismissed. Yes, outside edge straight to the keeper, and Binns is now out. Third wicket falls for New Hind, and it's Shubham with the ball picking up the wicket. Was a fast delivery. Binns tried to play it on the leg side, maybe over mid wicket, but a thick outside edge straight to the keeper. Let's have a look at that again. Outswinger hit the outside edge straight to the keeper, and keeper gave out without thinking twice. A look at the batting data so far. Vishwajit playing not out. Pranav was dismissed, unfortunately, played well till the point. Scored 23 before being dismissed. Karan and Binns dismissed. 46 for 3, and we are into the sixth over. Nothing, not much. Each bowler picking up a wicket. Shubham into his third over has not given many runs. 23. Slightly expensive. Himanshu bowled just the 1 over, picked up the first wicket, and gave away 4 runs.
अगदी चांगलं वर्क या ठिकाणी केलं गेलंय. निर्देश यादवच्या माध्यमातून अगदी चांगला झेल इथे टिपला गेलाय. नवीन फलंदाज आता आपण पाहतोय तर दाखल झाले आहेत मैदानाच्या आतमध्ये 5व्या क्रमांकावर. नवीन फलंदाज आता आपण पाहतोय राहुल दाखल झालेत. इक्वेशनचा विचार जर आपण आता केला तर उर्वरित शेवटचा खेळ ऑलरेडी बाकी आहे. नव्वद बॉल बाकी आहेत. आता तर 89 बॉल आणि रिमेन 5 रन्स मोर रिक्वायर्ड टू विन. इथे 5 धावा पण माहित आहे. अशक्य नाहीये परंतु त्याकरता तुम्हाला तुमच्या विकेट सेव्ह करणं हे देखील तितकंच गरजेचं आहे कारण की सध्याच्या घडीला जर आपण पाहतोय बॉलिंग करणारा संघ 2 महत्वपूर्ण विकेट या ठिकाणी आपण पाहिला तसंच 3 गडी एका मागोमाग एक आपण संघूच्या आश्रयाला जाताना पाहिले. करण शहा गेले त्यानंतर
Shubham to continue. Rahul is the batsman at number 5 for New Hind.
आता नव्यानं दाखल झालेत राहुल.
Rahul facing his first delivery. Starts off with a cover drive, but the man at cover is present. Will not clear the infield. First dot ball of the day for Rahul.
ह्या खूप काही महत्वाच्या गोष्टी आहेत क्रिकेटमध्ये. क्रिकेट म्हणजे फक्त बॅट देणं बॉल घेणं असं नाहीये. क्रिकेट म्हणजे अभ्यास आहे आणि तो खेळ देखील अभ्यासपूर्वक पद्धतीने खेळायला हवा. मॅचेस यावेळेला मात्र आलेल्या पहिल्या बॉलवरती पूर्ण अभ्यास डिफेन्सच्या माध्यमातून जरूर बॅटरच्या माध्यमातून पाहायला मिळाले.
Oh, he leaves it this time. And he'll get a single. A fumble by the keeper. And gives the batters enough time to take a quick single.
एक धाव जी आहे ती या ठिकाणी पाहायला मिळते एका धावेच्या मदतीने. सूरज वरయ్య सर त्यांना आपण कुठेतरी पाहिलं नाहीये पण वाचलेलं बरंच आहे त्यांच्याबद्दल सामन्याच्या सुरुवातीला सूरज सर आणि त्यांचा प्रवास हा अविरत आंतरराष्ट्रीय क्रिकेटपर्यंत
In the air, that will be a six. There's no doubt in that. No fielder can stop that. That was
आउट ऑफ
a
विकेट
supreme hit by Vishwajit after the bye on the previous over.
अगदी क्षणिक की रेंज मध्ये आलेला चेंडू
In swinger and played it with a straight bat, but it was six from the moment it touched the bat. There was no stopping that delivery. And does not get bat on that this time.
ज्या वेळेला एखाद्या गोलंदाजाला एखादा मोठा फटका येतो तर त्याला कुठेतरी थोडंसं गमतीशीरच्या स्पष्टीकरण त्या गोलंदाजाचं होतं परंतु या वेळेला आपण पाहिलं तर अगदी चांगल्या पद्धतीने
Third man and square leg on the boundary.
गिरीने योग्य टप्प्यावरती हाताळलंय
Last ball of the power play. It's Vishwajit facing Shubham. Will he go for a big shot again? Will he look to finish the power play on a high? The gap between fine leg and square leg and third man is too much. He can target there. He can play straight, but he cuts away straight to point. Uh, dot ball to end the over after 6 overs. New Hind are 53 for 3. Three wickets each. Shubham has bowled 3 overs from his quota. Himanshu bowling 1 over, giving away just 4 runs, a wicket each. And this time it will be Vishwajit and Rahul on the crease. After 6 overs, Regal Cricket were 35 for 4. They are 55 for 3, which is certainly better than their rivals. They've lost 3 wickets, but the situation of Regal Cricket was much worse. They had lost 4 wickets and were on just 35. Looks like New Hind are ahead at this moment in the game, but the match is not yet over. Almost 14 runs are still remaining and 7 wickets in hand. Regal Cricket have enough time to make a comeback in this match of the Maharashtra Champions League. In the air, 2 over mid wicket, no fielder present there and gets a boundary. Fab shot by Vishwajit. Vishwajit is now running away with the score. Look at that replay. Lefty batsman picked up his back foot and sent it over mid wicket for a boundary. Again, this time tried to go the similar way, but this time long on will stop that safely. Full toss delivery this time. Hasn't timed it well. Should have been utilized in a better manner. Could have hit that for a boundary or a six, but long off will stop that one. Flicked on the leg side. Looking for a
Looking
double. Will get there. The fielder choosing not to throw the ball. Wanted to save from overthrows. A single to end the over after 7 overs. New Hind are 61 for 3.
इतक्या पद्धतीने आपल्याला पाहायला भेटेल काही साधं काम नसतं फलंदाजी करणं मैदानाच्या आतमध्ये उभं राहणं विपरीत ओव्हर प्रत्येक घडामोडीकडे पाहणं आणि त्यानंतर निर्णय घेणं इथे जर आपण आता पाहतोय धावसंख्येचा विचार केला तर धावसंख्या धाव फलकावरती चांगली आहे 61. नवीन गोलंदाज आता येतोय गोलंदाजी मार्कवरती शंतनू कदम 5 षटकांचा खेळ झाला 5 षटकांच्या खेळानंतर धावसंख्या धावफलकावरती आलेली आहे 61.
Shantanu had a great outing in the first innings. Now we'll see how well he does with the ball in his hands. Starts off with a single and puts back Vishwajit on strike. It will be an interesting battle. Shantanu dominated in the previous innings. Vishwajit is dominating with the bat now. Shantanu versus Vishwajit. Interesting battle in front of our eyes. And he leaves it. Interesting approach by Vishwajit. Could be a mind game. Opens the face of the bat, plays the late cut on the offside. Third man stops the ball, takes a single to put Rahul on strike.
निर्मित केली गेली आणि एका धावेच्या साह्याने धावसंख्या झालेली आहे धाव फलकावर 63 धावा.
On the offside cutaway, directed, and they are taking an overthrow. The overthrow costing the fielding team a run. Was a really good throw right on the stumps, but they will run a overthrow. Will be a dot ball. He tried to cut it. Played it straight down the ground. It's going very fast, but long on will stop it in the end. That's good fielding by the man at long on. And a single to end the over after 8 overs. New Hind are 66 for 3. And that will go for six. That's huge, huge, huge in outside the park. That was a short ball, and Rahul has pulled it successfully on the leg side for a massive six. A six on the first delivery was a loose delivery. Nothing good about that delivery. And Rahul making no mistake, miles outside the fence. Maintaining the required run rate properly.
या षटकाराच्या सहाय्याने धावसंख्या आपण पाहतोय तर धावसंख्या झालेली आहे धाव फलकावरती 72 72 धावा
Superb shot.
चेंडू आता बाकी आहे कारण 71 चेंडू आणि
There was a short stoppage as the ball was lost.
71 चेंडू आणि एकूण 80 धावांची अजूनही आवश्यकता आहे.
Tried to go big again. Tried to slog sweep it, but straight to the bowler. A much needed dot ball for Shubham. And this time goes big straight to the long off fielder. And it's Shubham who has the last laugh after that six. Rahul is the man who will have to walk back. Shubham celebrating wildly after the wicket. He was hit for a six, a dot ball, and then finally Shubham picks up the much needed wicket. Fourth wicket down for New Hind for 72. The shorter delivery, he tried to slog sweep it. Could have tried to hit it a bit on the leg side, maybe towards mid wicket, but was not timed well and straight to long off into his hands. He had no issue catching that one. On the leg side, towards square leg is running for it, and Raunak, the new batsman, gets off the mark on the very first delivery. A very eventful over going so far. The first one was a six, followed by a dot ball and a wicket after that. Straight down the ground, long off took the catch, and a single right now towards square leg. Two more deliveries remaining. They are almost halfway there. Straight bad defense, straight to the bowler. Will be a dot ball. I think it's Vishwajit who's now the well set batsman at the crease. They still need about They still need to double the score, which they are at right now. And Vishwajit will be an important character in this chase. Towards square leg and mid wicket will get a boundary. He's found that gap like with precision, like a surgeon. That was outstanding placement by the batsman. Right in between of mid wicket and square leg. Both of them were running towards the ball, and it was right in the middle of both of them. They had no idea how to stop that one. Great placement, found the gap perfectly. Could have been stopped, but the placement was amazing. After 9 overs, New Hind are 77 for 4.
धावसंख्या आपण पाहतोय धाव फलकावरती झालेली आहे 77 पैकी 3 रन ऑन द स्कोर कार्ड असलेले आपल्याला पाहायला मिळत आहे. कधीही काटेकी टक्कर, कधीही द्रुत निर्बाध संघर्ष हा मैदानाच्या आतमध्ये दोन्ही संघांच्या पद्धतीनं आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतोय. आणखी एक बाजू आपण पाहिली होती तिथे कोण धावांचं लक्ष ठेवलं होतं. तीच जवाब पत्करते मात्र निश्चितपणे आपण शकतोय.
Ooh, swing and a miss this time. Barely missed the outside edge.
माध्यमातून आपण पाहतोय की चांगले दोन
It's
खेळाडूंचा मेळ
Shantanu
आपल्याला
who's
पाहायला मिळतोय.
been given the ball again. He had a great first over. He had a great first innings, as a matter of fact. Cut away, nicely cleared the infield, but deep point will stop that.
यावेळी आपण पाहू शकता तर एक रन पुन्हा एकदा पाहायला इथे मिळते. एका डावीच्या सहाय्याने धावसंख्या धावसंख्यावरती चांगली आहे. 78 अठ्याहत्तर धावा. 51 धावसंख्येचा आपला फलक असताना 78 धावा या सध्याच्या स्थितीला आपण पाहतोय या फलकावरती झाल्या.
That's a back foot defense by Vishwajit. He's taking it steadily. He needs to build up a partnership with Raunak, his partner. Can't really afford to throw away his wicket. He's well settled. He knows he's well settled. He knows he has to play a responsible innings. Step down the ground, will go for six over mid wicket. That's one of the biggest six of the tournament we have seen. The footwork was on point, the connection was sweet, and a massive six over mid wicket by Vishwajit. He stepped out, danced down the ground. The connection was amazing and cleared the boundary with a massive margin. Was almost outside the ground. As I said, Vishwajit is playing a responsible innings, and this time will flick it to mid wicket for a quick single. Full toss on the bat, on the offside, a dot ball to finish the over. After 10 overs, New Hind are 85 for 4. A look at the batting scorecard so far. 85 for 4 is the score. Vishwajit Jagdai, playing the innings of his life, has made no mistakes, has given the opposition no chances to dismiss him. He is playing unbeaten on 40, supported by his partner Raunak. Rahul Pranav were dismissed. Pranav had a good cameo, but he was dismissed by Himanshu. And now a look at the bowling. Everyone has got wickets except Shantanu. Shubham Jai, Himanshu Shubham getting a wicket each. Shantanu played well in the first innings. He's yet to find success in this one. They've restricted them to 85, taken 4 wickets. After the drinks break, a riveting second half of this innings is coming up for us. and starts off with a cut with a single. Shantanu is continuing from that end. Puts back Raunak on strike. Ooh, this time was on near the thigh pad. He's played it finely on the leg side towards fine leg. Will get a single to put Vishwajit back on strike. Will be a wide? Yes, it will be. New Hind look in control. The required run rate isn't out of their reach. They're hitting the right areas. They just need to save their wickets and continue with whatever they're doing. Over pitch delivery. He's hit it down the ground towards long on and will get boundary. Vishwajit continuing with his splendid knock with a boundary down the ground. Seven runs from the first three deliveries already. Shubham might be under pressure. Vishwajit just one hit away from his 50 now. But he chooses to take a single. Brings back Raunak on strike. Flicked on the leg side, looking for a single, and will get that easily. Three fielders were coming there, but the ball was slow, no pace on that ball. 9 runs from this over. Last ball coming up. Vishwajit on strike. I think Vishwajit will either hit a boundary or look for a single. No in between. My guess is that he'll be looking for a boundary. He has a gap between long on and mid wicket. No man at fine leg as well. And he cuts it on the offside. Will be a dot ball, I'm afraid. The prediction was wrong. And 11 overs are up. New Hind are 94 for 4. Starts off with a single. Raunak gives the strike back to Vishwajit. I think this is the delivery. Vishwajit will reach his 50. Stay tuned to find out. Vishwajit playing an amazing hand. Is on 46 of just 29 on the back foot and just will be a single towards mid wicket. Nicely defended. Will be a single. Nice strike rotation by the duo from New Hind. Vishwajit again back on strike. Will he get his 50 on this delivery? There is a long gap over third man, but no, he won't. He hits it towards long on and takes a single. He's keeping it calm. He's not letting the pressure get to him. And as a result of these singles, they're not letting the pressure, getting pressured by Regal Cricket. That's just smart way of batting. And this time, I don't think Raunak will be going for a single at the end of this over. He will be giving the strike to his partner for the next over. Plays it straight to the bowler. No problem with a few dot balls. They're playing well. They're having a word about what to do on this delivery. Whether to take. And I'm sorry, the over is up. And after 12 overs, New Hind are 98 for 4. On the leg side, hit hard, but square leg will save that. On the offside, looking for a quick single. And hunted up in just 12.2 overs in the previous innings. Regal Cricket took 15 overs to bring up their 100. This time they've brought it in just 12.2. New Hind are clearly way ahead of Regal Cricket. Vishwajit on 49 and over mid wicket for a 6. Brings up his 50 in magnificent style. Vishwajit brings up his 50 in 33 deliveries, and that was a stupendous hit. Over pitch delivery, clobbered it over mid wicket. and will be six runs. That's some way
विश्वजीत
to
जगताप
bring
यांनी
up the
केल्या
50.
अतिशय शार्प हात सोडताना ग्लाव बॅटिंग
Outstanding display of batting. Has scored almost 50% of his team's runs. Vishwajit Jagdai, 3 6s and 6 4s. Cut away, and Gully will stop that.
और 2024 का अंदर
Looking for single there. The required run rate now at
पहले
just
ओवर पर
6.
ऊपर पिच पर रहे
A run a ball required run rate, which means that
स्वागत करते थे
even if they take a single on every delivery, they can win comfortably.
आउट हो गए फोकस डिग्री कृष्ण और महाराष्ट्र टीम देखी राणा पवन दर्जाना चेहरा दर्शक जी यादव जी यहाँ उपस्थित हो रहे हैं जिनका हम सुदूर क्रिकेट की
Down the leg side
अव्वल घोषित
will
करते
be
हैं
called
और
wide,
उनका
rightfully so.
स्वागत करते हैं
Extra run added to new hit
क्रिकेट
totals
प्रेमी
total.
सर्रास नेताओं में एक इनाम जो है वो वापस एक चला जाता है जाना चेहरा मथुर जी हम स्वागत करते हैं सुदूर क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन की ओर से या ठिकाणी आपण पाहत आहेत सन्मान्य आदरणीय श्री भास्कर जाधव साहेब उपस्थित झाले साहेबांचं आपण करूया हार्दिक हार्दिक स्वागत
Short delivery, but will be stopped.
साहेबांचे माहिती करतो मी सांगेन दोन्ही संघ हे मुंबईचे आहेत एका बाजूला विजय क्रिकेट क्लब आपण पाहतोय तर एका बाजूला हिंद क्रिकेट क्लब आपण पाहतोय प्रथम फलंदाजी करताना क्रिकेट क्लबने 151 धावांचं लक्ष्य समोर ठेवलं होतं आणि सध्याच्या घडीला आपण पाहतोय त्या धावसंख्येचा पाठलाग करताना धावसंख्या हिंद संघाची या पल्ल्यावरती खाली 107 104 रन करते हैं पहले ही से हम
Last ball of the over.
देख रहे हैं और यशोजीत जाधव अपने हर
Vishwajit facing Jay. Think he'll be looking for a boundary, or will it be a single? Was looking for a single. Will have to settle for a dot ball. After 13 overs, New Hind are 107 for 4. Top edge will get a boundary on the first ball of the over. Much needed boundary from Raunak's bat. He tried to hit it fine, but a top edge will give him the same result. Slip fielder or third man could have maybe stopped that one. Shantanu was outstanding in the first innings, but hasn't picked up a wicket with the ball. Can he do the magic? He needs to continue. Ooh, that spun outside after pitching. That was a great delivery. Missed the outside edge, missed the off stump by a very short distance.
40 चेंडू आणि जिंकण्याकरिता अजूनही 40 धावांची आवश्यकता आहे हेड टू हेड नेक टू नेक अशी लढत इथे आपल्याला पाहायला
And cut away this time.
फायटर चांगल्या प्रकारे चेंडूला खेळलंय
Deep point will stop that. They're looking for two, but Raunak says no. Raunak has been asked by his teammates to run the first one quicker so that he has time for the second. On the back foot, but a grounded shot towards deep mid wicket.
आपल्या या स्पर्धेला हजेरी लावली.
Takes a single.
मुंबईने खूप सुरेख आपत्ती केली एक कच्चा मुकाबला असला पाहिजे वरच्या आपत्तीत खेळलेला
Tried to cut it. Raunak is unable to play the big shot so far. He's just playing the role of a second fiddle to his partner Vishwajit, who's again in the similar region towards Gully. Will stop it. 6 runs from this over. After 14 overs, New Hind are 113 for 4. And towards long on. Gets a single on the first ball. Puts the strike back to Raunak. Still close to run a ball. The required run rate. Not very far from the victory now.
चांगल्या पद्धतीने खेळताना दोन्ही फलंदाज
On the back foot in the air between mid wicket and long off. Will stop it in the end. That's really good work by the long on fielder. He had to cover a huge distance, ran a lot, and popped the ball back inside the field. Good running.
कुठेतरी त्याचा तोटा हा बॅटिंग करणाऱ्या संघाला अर्थातच दुर्मिळ संघाला होऊ शकतो. बिलकुल जल्दबाजी नाही करणार दुसरा ते सिंगल डबल हे तर निर्भर करते निश्चित रूप से लॅच के लिए
Ooh, will be a dot ball.
विशाल क्रिकेटर्स एंड बॉल्स जिसे कहते हैं अनेक टूर्ने किया है इसमें से गेम का दूसरा से अनेक टूर्ने को हम गेंदबाजी करते हुए देखते थे विकेटर्स एंड बॉल्स
On the leg side flicked. Takes a single again. As I said, run a ball is enough.
और आज किमान एक परसेंट तो म्हणते कॅमेरावरची ब्लिंक मारतोय इकडून येतोय बरोबर ये बात बहुत अच्छी है मतलब अभी भी बहुत बढ़िया है दोनों की टीमें जो है मुंबई बड़ी हुआ करती है मुंबईचे खेळाडू हे फाईट मॅच देण्याकरता ओळखले जातात आणि आपले दोन्ही संघ अगदी झुंज तिचे प्रयत्न एक समोर येत असताना आपल्याला दिसतात तिथे जर आपण पाहिलं तर ओव्हरचा खेळ आतापर्यंत झालाय चार ओव्हरचा खेळ झाला
Full toss high up in the air. Fielder is present there, circling under the ball, takes the catch perfectly, makes no mistake. Is there a twist in the tail? New Hind were going away with the chase, and was a great partnership between Vishwajit, but a wicket at a very wrong time for the team. Was a top edge, did not middle it, and straight to the man at square leg. He made no mistake. Much needed. They were desperate for wicket, and they got it. Very
करणं हे आमचं स्वप्न
important wicket.
स्वप्न होतं
Can
आणि
this
आज
cause
एकतरी खेळाडू आम्हाला भारताकरता
a
खेळवायचे आहे
collapse?
चिपळूणमधनं आमच्या रत्नागिरी जिल्ह्यामधनं आणि ते स्वप्न अगदी उराशी बाळगून आपण पाहतायत डॉक्टर राबवकर साहेब आणि त्यांचे सर्व सहकारी हे कार्य करत असताना आणि 19 वर्षानंतर एखादी लेझर बॉल क्रिकेट टुर्नामेंट आयोजित करणं आणि ते ध्येय डोळ्यासमोर घेऊन चालणं हे खूप मोठं कार्य आहे. बिल्कुल स्कोर की तरफ हम आएंगे फिर की तरफ आगे चर्चा होती रहेगी मास्टर मास्टर आपको ये विकेट फिर विकेट है 11 नंबर आ रहे हैं
Last ball of the over and takes a quick single. Could have been avoided. Now for the new over, the unsettled Sagar will be on crease. After 15 overs, New Hind are 117 for 5. Last 5 overs of the game remaining. Fell right on the boundary, a 6 over mid wicket, and Vishwajit is continuing his onslaught, uh, turning out to be a much needed desperate knock for his team, carrying the batting for New Hind in this match and leaves it this time. Easy decision, was way outside the tram line on the offside, and they've brought it lower than run a ball now. Over mid wicket again. Can Long on take the catch? Long on takes it. That's a very big wicket. Vishwajit will have to walk back. And is that the game? Has he taken the match in his hand? Catches win you matches. Is that the game? Vishwajit was playing the knock of a lifetime, was on 64 of 41. He will be disappointed. Was playing really well, was striking hard, was taking the big shots. He had already hit a 6 in this over. On the previous delivery, as a matter of fact, there wasn't another 6 needed, but sadly, he has been dismissed. A big wicket for Regal Cricket, that one. And it's Atharv who's walked in at number 8 for New Hind. He had a forgettable day with the ball. He will be looking to turn it around with the bat in his hand.
मार्कवरती आहे शांतनु कदम इथून मात्र रणनीती गॅप सर्व काही गोष्टी ज्या आहेत त्या आपल्याला पाहायला मिळत आहेत. या शांतनु पुन्हा एकदा आपल्या ओव्हरमध्ये फुल बॉल घेऊन नवीन फलंदाज नवीन बॅटर आपण पाहतोय अथर्व भोसले.
On the back foot, his cutaway has cleared the infield. Third man running behind it and will get a boundary that was placed into the gap like a master. And Atharva off the mark with a boundary. Played it fine. Slip fielder was present, was a risky shot, but once it cleared the infield, there was no stopping that one. A high risk, high reward shot, and Atharva has played it with perfection.
या ठिकाणी बघा गॅप शोधला फलंदाजाला त्या पद्धतीने चेंडू टाकला होता त्याच दिशेला मात्र फक्त कट केलं आणि 4 धावा इथे मिळवल्या. पण चेंडू आता बाकी आहेत आणि जिंकण्याकरता 22 धावांची अजूनही आवश्यकता आहे.
And defends it. That's good cricket. He knows a boundary is enough to win. He needs to preserve his wicket. His wicket is worth more than a boundary or a six. He needs to maintain his temperament. The pressure is on both the batters now. Both are new on the crease. The 2 wickets falling in quick succession. That will be called wide. Leg side. Easy decision for the umpire. Again on the leg side has cleared the infield. Square leg running for it. Will stop that. And Atharva takes a single. And 16 overs are up. New Hind are 131 for 6. Just 20 runs away. Last 4 overs, that's 24 deliveries, 20 runs to get.
सध्याच्या या फास्ट क्रिकेटमध्ये आपण पाहतोय तर फलंदाजी करणाऱ्या संघाचं पारडं मित्र म्हणून जड वाटतंय. बिल्कुल बल्लेबाजों का अक्सर हमने इस क्रिकेट में वर्चस्व हासिल कर लेता है. कप्तान सारे बल्लेबाज नजर आते हैं. राजे महाराजे जब खेलते तो बल्लेबाजी करते.
Last 4 overs of the game left. 20 runs away from victory. New Hind. And he's taken it for a single. That's smart cricket. I think they need to make some changes to the field. So many fielders on the boundary not required. They need to keep the fielders inside the circle to stop the singles and doubles. On the back foot, on the leg side, we'll get another single between square leg and mid wicket. They need to keep the scorecard ticking. Was an overpitch delivery, long on, under it, another wicket falls. And Atharva getting right into the trap set by Himanshu. Was a flighted delivery, slower one. He should have either taken it full toss or should have played it somewhere else. Was an amazing delivery. Change of pace initiated by Himanshu. Flighted delivery, slower one. It stopped in the air, and Atharva falling right into the trap. Fielder making no mistake. The match is going to the wire. Anything possible. Both teams very much alive in the match.
आता जर आपण पाहतोय ना तर उर्वरित चेंडूचा खेळ बाकी आहे अजून 21 चेंडू आणि 11 धावांची अजूनही आवश्यकता आहे 21 चेंडू त्याच हे समीकरण 21 चेंडू में 18 ओवर की रफ्तार है और अंतर ज्यादा नहीं है विकेट भी नीचे जा रहे हैं दोनों तरफ से संघर्ष करना क्रिकेट खेलता है दूसरी गेंद में देखा मंथन जी हमने जिस तरह से लगाया था गेंदबाज मारो अपने फील्ड में लगा है चार दिखाया है और चार में मछली सबसे हुए नजर आ रहे हैं
And Parth walks in at number 9. There are 7 wickets down. Not many people left in the dugout who can bat.
दुरुस्तीच्या स्वरूपामध्ये पाहायला मिळालं 21 चेंडू आणि जिंकण्याकरिता अजूनही 11 धावांची आहे आवश्यकता 21 गेंदों में 18 रन दरकार है
Both new batsmen again. They're looking for a single, but Sagar sends him back. Direct hit is looking again, but Sagar says no again.
पूरी प्रकार की सुरक्षित बल्लेबाज अपने क्रीज में मंथन जी आप बिलोंग करते हो
They need to
कबड्डी
take singles and doubles. No need of the big hits.
कोई नर्सरी तरीके से
What's important is handling the pressure properly. If they do that well, the victory will come to them. Isn't a very difficult task, but the pressure is immense right now on Parth and Sagar. And again, not enough contact on the bat.
राजनीति में जो आक्रामकता होती है वो निश्चित रूप से लोकप्रिय आजाद विधायक डॉक्टर भूपेश यादव में है और आने की बात गुआर है क्रिकेट की वजह से विकेट मिलेगा जी
Tries to cut it away, but man at gully stops that. Just 2 runs and a wicket from this over. A good over for Regal Cricket Club. After 17 overs, New Hind are 133 for 7. So the equation is in front of us. 18 from 18. Simple equation, run a ball equation, required run rate at a perfect 6. The base of the chase has been set up by Vishwajit. Now it's up to Parth and Sagar to take it forward. They need to make sure that they see their team home.
आयोजकांची तर इच्छा असते की आम्हाला प्युअर क्रिकेट चांगलं क्रिकेट हे पाहायला मिळावं आणि ते आम्ही प्रेक्षकांना देखील दाखवावं आणि ते त्यावेळेला मात्र आपण पाहत आहे की पूर्ण तालुका क्रिकेट असोसिएशनच्या माध्यमातून 18 चेंडूचा खेळ बाकी आहे आणि 18 चेंडू आणि जिंकण्याकरिता 18 धावांची आवश्यकता आहे बिल्कुल सही कहा अब यहाँ पर 3 गेंदबाज गेंदबाजी करते हुए नजर आएंगे 6-7 विकेट न विश्वजीत का शानदार योगदान रहा पारी में
Ooh, that was an in swinger on the pads. Will get a single. This is what they need. They need to take the singles and doubles. A boundary here and there will be a blessing for them.
बरोबर म्हणतात म्हणजे प्रत्येक बॉल जो आहे तो आता खूप महत्वाचा आहे आणि त्याच्याचमुळे ही जोडी चर्चा करून खेळताना आपल्याला दिसते जर आपण पाहतोय तर उर्वरित चेंडूचा खेळ बाकी आहे 17 चेंडू आणि जिंकण्याकरिता 17 धावा चौथा चेंडू 17चं समीकरण या ओव्हरमधील पुढील बॉल घेऊन पुन्हा एकदा गोलंदाज तयार.
In the air, over covers, that will run away for four. Superb shot by Parth, much needed shot by Parth. And the whole dressing room cheering for Parth now. The pressure is on. Everything happening in the Maharashtra Champions League. That was a really classy shot. Inside out shot by Parth. Just opened the face of the bat and guided the ball to the boundary. Crisp timing and superb shot. Ah, yes, the ball is back from the boundary.
ज्यावेळी आपण क्रिकेटला जातो आपले कोच देखील आपल्याला सांगतात फील्ड पहा आणि त्यानुसार खेळा आणि तेच यावेळेला या फलंदाजाच्या माध्यमातून आपण पाहिलं. वरच्या दिशेला त्याने पाहिलं कोणी क्षेत्ररक्षक नाहीये आणि त्याच दिशेला 4 धावा खेळून त्याने मिळवल्या.
Stepped out this time, will not clear the infield. Chance of a run out. That's a bad throw. There was a chance if he had done a good throw, but a good single. 12 runs away now.
धावा या झालेल्या आहेत धाव फलकावरती. आता उर्वरित चेंडू बाकी आहेत 15 बॉल आणि 12 धावांची गरज.
Short delivery, top edge, and that will go for four. That's another bonus boundary for New Hind. There was a top edge, and the pace from Jai's delivery was enough for the ball to reach the fence. Was a short delivery aimed at the helmet, but the top edge made sure that it reaches the fence. And looks like the match is out of their reach now. The difference between runs and balls at 6. Just 8 runs needed from 14 deliveries. A good over so far. I think 2 boundaries have come from this over. The fielder checking the field. The bowler checking the field, I'm so sorry. And this time does not make the contact he'd anticipated, but enough for them to get a single. Good running. They're continuing with the good running between the field. They're rotating the strike perfectly. Seven runs away. Ooh, he tried to cut away over between the gap between third man and deep point, but did not make contact. Final 2 overs of the game, 7 runs needed. Look at the field, long on, long off, mid wicket, deep point. Third man is not there, and towards long on this time. gets a single.
केली जाते एकच रन तिथे पाहायला मिळतो.
Sagar wanted a
तर ह्या
second.
ठिकाणी जर आपण पाहिले तर बिंदू आता बाकी आहे 11.
Sorry, it was
11
Parth
बिंदू
who
आहे
wanted a
एका
second,
बरोबर
but
अजूनही
Sagar
6
was satisfied with a single. Just 6 runs away.
सर्व
Just
खेळी
that is
आणि
one big hit away.
बारा
All they need is a
चेंडू
one hit,
सुरुवातीला
one
दोघेही
maximum,
अष्टराष्ट्रीय चेंडू
and that will give them their first win in the Maharashtra Champions League. What a tournament. What a match we are seeing. What a game we have on our hands.
आज बताओ हम देखते हुए मछली होते हुए देखते हुए हिदायत होते हुए देखते हुए सांसद होते हुए देखते हुए लेकिन उसके बाद जो उनसे अगर मुलाकात होती है उनका संघर्ष देखते हुए उनकी मेहनत देखते हुए उनकी जीवन की शुरुआत जो होती है ध्यान पंचायत से होती है और शादी की शुरुआत होती है कई शाखा बंदी होते हैं कई छोटे छोटे लेवल पर काम करते हैं तब जाकर कहीं मामला खासा नौकरी बन जाता है
That's
संघर्ष
high
के
up in the
दौर
air,
में
towards
जब आप
long
करते
off,
हैं तब कहीं
will land
सफलता
safely.
प्राप्त होती है
They just take a single.
शानदार बल्लेबाजी हमने विपुल की देखी थी और विपुल की बल्लेबाजी शानदार रही लेकिन जो बल्लेबाजी के पीछे विपुल ने कितनी मेहनत की होगी वो तो वो ही बता सकते हैं केवल 5 रनों की अभी ऊपर ही है मैच को जीतने के लिए जीवन का दूसरा नाम जो है वो संघर्ष है
Cut away
संघर्ष
this
किया
time
वादा करके जो फिर तक कर नहीं
towards
पाते
deep point,
फिर जाके
and they'll get a single.
जाते हैं मेहनत रंग लाती है जब जाकर आपकी मेहनत ज़्यादा होती है जब मेहनत ज़्यादा होती है तो वो वहाँ की जो सफलता है वो भी कधी कधी जल्दी लागते जिंकण्याकरता आता आपण पाहतो तर फक्त आणि फक्त छंद भ्रमणची गरज आहे मात्र
Flicked on the leg side, another quick single.
धावने इकडे तिकडे वरती धडकते फक्त दिशा दिली फक्त एकेकाळी धावा हे आता झालेच फरकावर मात्र ती एक खुशी खेळली की होती है एक खुशी जीत की होती है और एक खुशी
3 runs away now. And has he got him? There's an appeal for a stumping, but umpire says no. Says not out. It would be better if he finished it off on this delivery, and that will be a wide ball. Nope, that's a very costly wide. Now just 2 runs away. That should have been avoided. That would have been a dot ball. The pressure would be super high in the next over. And he does it for his team. Finishes it with a six. Sagar with a six down the ground. And he has sealed the chase for New Hind Sports. A superb chase under pressure by New Hind. And just 2 runs were needed. And he finishes it in style with a six down the ground. Crashed into the advertising board. And they take the match with 3 wickets and 1 over to spare. A look at the batting data. Vishwajit, the highest scorer, he set up the base for this chase. He made sure that the chase was possible. Huge credit to him. But unfortunately, he was dismissed in the latter overs. After that, the chase was controlled briefly by Raunak, Sagar, and Parth. In the end, it was Sagar who sealed the match with a straight six down the ground. That was a stunning shot under pressure. 2 runs were needed, and he finished it in style with a six. Bowling data looked well. Himanshu, the only Himanshu and Shubham picking 2 wickets. Himanshu was outstanding, gave away just 18 runs. Shubham and Jay with 1 wicket each. Shantanu with another wicket. In the end, this bowling effort was not enough. Lost by just 3 wickets and 1 over. Could have gone either ways. Nonetheless, a good effort from both the teams. The match went right down to the wire. Could have gone either ways. But in the end, it was New Hind who managed to keep cool and sealed the chase.
या ठिकाणी आपण माननीय आदरणीय श्री भास्कर जाधव साहेबांचा यथोचित स्वागत आणि सन्मान चिपळूण तालुका क्रिकेट असोसिएशनच्या
Look at the summary. Shantanu with the 45, highest scorer for Regal. Saif with an outstanding spell of new ball fast bowling. Picked up 3 wickets from 22. Regal Cricket bowled them. Regal Cricket were bowled out in the 20 overs, but that and after that New Hind continued with Vishwajit being the highest scorer, and in the end it was Zadha who sealed it with a six down the ground. In the end, New Hind win by 4 wickets with an over to spare.
त्याचबरोबर दुसरं भलीबसं व्यक्तिमत्व आपल्या